Warning. Punks at the Cinema contains coarse language, blood, gore, drugs, and nudity. Any people, including family, friends, and celebrities, are impersonated by us and done so very, very poorly. So due to this content, this podcast should not be listened to by anyone ever. Thank you.
What's up, witches?
What up, everyone? Welcome to another sick episode of Punks at the Cinema, a hangout movie review podcast where a bunch of buds get around once a month and watch a movie and give our thoughts and critiques on it. This is episode 37, and we are talking about Detroit Rock City, released 1999, directed by Adam Rifkin. I am your host, Tyler Nadiger, and mic number 2 is...
Danger Dan.
Sorry, a little bit of confusion there. And
Point out.
mic number 3 is...
Yo, the Bobster.
the Bobster. No Sam and John tonight, unfortunately. Hopefully they'll be back soon. I know they had some other things to do, so it's the way she goes.
Way
But-
she goes.
Tonight, we are getting sick with Kiss in Detroit Rock City. Before we do that, I want to bring something new to this table. Let the other guys, when they come next month, get it too. Instead of what we've been watching, I want to ask, what y'all been doing the past month? You know, it's always a month now that we do these instead of every fucking week. And I never watch shit anymore because I'm too busy being a fucking dad. I can't watch anything half the time.
You asked for this.
So it's
You headed for this.
let's just catch up a little bit. You know, we don't see each other a lot except for once a month. So
I agree with it just because what's the purpose of the show? I mean, we don't care who's listening. We care about looking back. So
exactly, yeah,
I agree with it.
I agree too.
Like you get to look back at what that person was doing that month and keep a record of it.
It's always
That's kinda
rad. I do like when I listen back to some episodes. I'm like, damn, that's what we were fucking
Cool. Yeah,
doing
dude,
now.
Tyler, you're our number one listener.
Not lately. I don't really listen to podcasts too much anymore lately.
You listen to this one and you dissect everything. The ones you want to listen back to.
I only really listened to make sure that, like, we were all good and set. Like, all of us last week were pretty good. John's mic was pretty low, but that was the only issue I had. But,
Hopefully fix this. John, again, we miss you dearly. Come back soon.
Yeah, and I fucked up the headphone thing. I'm not using headphones, so I just bumped up the gain and turned everyone's volume up. So if it's too loud, sorry, folks. The Nightmare fucked up.
I think the Nightmare got it right.
Let's hope so.
He's a good guy.
He's an alright guy. Bob, what you been up to lately, though?
So, man's gotta work. Man's gotta eat.
Man's gotta eat. Need a
I've been
cheeseburger.
working
No
like
bees, no
crazy.
honey, no work, no money, baby.
Hey,
I've been busting my back, my ass at work.
Hey Bob, what you do for work?
I work at Ocean Spray. I'm a
I
case
try to
packer.
get in there, man. They pay decent. They pay 26 off the bat.
Yep.
Nice.
decent.
Yeah,
Decent.
Decent. Union work. It's
Oh yeah, that
nice.
is union, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's some good shit right there.
You get better pay at Kenosha Beef
There you go.
if you show up every day.
There you go.
Anyone listening, go to Kenosha Beef and show up every fucking day.
$100 bonus if you show up for 5 days that week, or the 6th day if you got a it's 6-day week. $100 bonus just for showing up. Insanity.
Fuck
Yeah.
it.
Easter was a couple weeks ago, so hung out with family for that.
How's the family doing?
Good.
That's good.
And I've just been watching my huge Trailer Park Boys.
Damn right.
Can't go wrong with that.
Hash driveway.
The animated series again.
I never watched an
Yeah,
animated series.
it's
you ever?
alright.
It's all right.
It's just meh.
You
Like,
could
it's just
definitely
more.
tell
It's
that
just more
the-
content.
Well,
Like
you-
we've made you content.
Yeah, you could just tell that they try to get away with doing stuff that they can't do in real life.
Like the tapeworm shit
Yeah.
and fucking Corey's arm being cut off. and
Yeah.
Well, I
shit.
mean, what do you want him to do? I mean, you might as well take that explorative creativity there.
Yeah.
You have to.
And like, I get why they did it, because that's when John Duntworth passed away
Mm-hmm.
and stuff, and they weren't trying to do the actual show without him, and they were trying to figure out a way to do it without him, which I guess they're going to soon. Season 13 should be coming out really
Do
soon.
you think they should though?
Hard question.
We'll see how the show turns out.
Because I love I listen to their podcast. Like, that's kind of like my new substitute of the show of Trailer Park Boys. Like, you can tell they break character and shit. It's hilarious when they break fucking character, though.
Well, I am of the philosophy, from my own personal perspective, of like, if I had something I made with somebody and they died, I would not continue it. But that's just me. Like, that's just from my perspective. Like, I wouldn't want to continue it. I don't want to. That person's not there. That is dead. To me, though, I understand why other people do it.
No, I feel
I mean,
that
you
too.
got AC/DC, you got fucking.
Yeah,
plenty of
they
people
they
who
should
have-
have stopped after Bon Scott died.
Their replacement singer is probably one of the best replacement
Brian
singers. you get.
Johnson, like, okay, I like the Black Album, but then
That's
it.
probably one of the best examples of replacement singers you have. Is AC/DC. Usually, it doesn't work that smoothly.
No, especially with singers too.
Like it's hard to say. You listen to AC/DC and you're trying to differentiate the singers. It's not always easiest to do. I can't do it because I'm not an avid AC/DC listener. So like, the
Okay.
difference between those two singers is negligible.
Okay, what about Linkin Park? Can we touch on that?
Linkin Park, you're not going to replace that singer.
They
You're not-
did.
Is it replaced in the
What's her
same
name?
way, though?
It's something Armstrong. I know that.
Is it going to be
have
replaced in
no
the
idea.
same way? And they're
I don't
not.
know.
They're not. They haven't been at the height of popularity.
Like,
for a
I don't
while.
care that they got a female singer. It's not the. It's just like. For one, I've never been a big Linkin Park fan. They have like
Well,
some.
neither have I,
They have
but-
some songs I like, and that's fine. I grew up with them, but like other than that, I've never cared about Linkin Park.
Dude,
and, like,
I've
just seeing them get a new singer just feels desperate. Just start a new band, kinda.
I hate
Yeah.
Linkin Park. I've hated the music they made. I don't mind that people like it. I get why people like it. I just personally
Same.
fucking hate it.
But
But I get why people like the music. Okay, go ahead, like it. I should probably hate it less than I have. But I get why people like Linkin Park.
like the only Linkin Park song I really like is "Numb." I like "Numb," and then there's one more.
Not one Linkin Park. Not one song I like.
Um,
Because my sister would play that fucking first album
Hybrid Theory.
on repeat when I was in sixth grade. I broke the disc. I wasn't even too metal at that point, but I knew I hated Linkin Park.
I can't think of the other fucking Linkin Park song I like.
Guar replaced their singer. Not nearly as good. Our Enemy replaced their singer. Not nearly as good.
You know what? You want to know something? Actually,
Black Sabbath replaced their singer.
I was
Kind
thinking
of cool.
about this.
Dio was a step up. Not a step up, but like, who the fuck are you gonna replace
I get
Ozzy
that.
with? Dio? Good choice.
But I want to go back to Guar. Because I've thought about the same exact thing with Guar, because I know Odorous, his passing was just like
They've had so many people die.
a couple
though.
of weeks ago, like his 12th year or 10 years or something like that.
Yeah,
I think it's been 12 years, 2014.
but you carry on tradition at this point. It's not like they're making a lot of new music. You're
What-
just carrying on concerts at this point.
That's the thing. What I think would be cool
Just like
that
like
Guar
Static
could
X.
do, Guar could keep going on forever. It could. It like if they just keep their shtick going and get different people in costumes and still make the same music.
yeah,
It
just
might
like-
be difficult.
Just like
but-
Leonard Skinner, huh?
It's kind of a cool idea in a way.
Just a band that transcends.
Kinda. Like,
like
I don't
Leonard-
know if it's probably the greatest idea,
just
but it
like
was
Leonard
just something I
Skinner.
thought
It's
about.
transcended now.
I don't know, dude. Honestly, I
There's
thought
only one original band member left in Leonard Skinner.
Skinner, right? Yeah, because I was talking about this at band practice.
But yeah,
I thought they all died in that plane crash. Apparently, only like 2 died or some shit like that.
Yeah, one ran with his guts. He was holding him in while he ran to get help from the plane crash. And he
Jeez,
saved
I
him,
didn't know that shit either.
Fucking Skinner, bud.
The more that you know.
But Gwar is a band that could do that. You can't do that with every
See,
band.
That's the only band I could think of that could get away with that.
Yeah, but Odorous had such a unique voice. That
Yeah,
was,
he did.
That was clear. Yeah, like you just have to get a replacement.
Oh,
for
their
that.
new album's actually not too bad. I have listened to some songs on it.
Well, I have a high opinion of Gwar's old stuff, but I will give that a listen.
It's pretty good. Like, I was never like the biggest Gwar dude. I don't know their discography. I don't know all their
Gwar is
songs.
the perfect.
But I've
meld
seen Gwar live
of
twice.
Punk and metal. They sound so punk sometimes. And
They really
sound
are.
so perfectly metal at times, and they just meld it perfectly.
But what's awesome about Gwar is they mostly did it just to put on a show more than actually make
They were
music.
putting on a show. They were putting on a show just like Manson puts on a show, or just like Alice Cooper put on a show. I mean, that's part of
Because
the
shock rock, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it
they
is
both
shock
do
rock.
shock rock. Yeah, and Gwar is kind of in a way shock rock as well.
And they're somewhat they're underrated for their guitar playing because their solos sometimes are just beautiful.
Yeah,
Like just
like I said, I don't know every Gwar song. I know.
some of their solos are just they're fantastic and they're underrated for their musical ability of what they can do. Just great.
Say, I'll never forget the one time I saw them.
Immortal Corruptor.
They had the Pope come on stage, and he
And
just
they chopped off his head.
no, they didn't chop him up. He just exploded. he literally exploded.
And they're jokey about it, like they're not like Manson where like Manson is always taken more seriously as shock rock, whereas Gwar is just they're messing around.
Same
You
thing like
always
Alice
feel like
Cooper.
Manson's trying to send a message to the younger generation about how like abuse happens between your parents abusing you and you should rebel. I don't know. Manson's this whole thing.
I could never get into Manson, honestly.
I love some Manson songs.
Like, I grew up with Manson. I just always had a hard time getting into Manson.
Actually, as I got older, I got it more into Manson. When I was younger, not at all. But as I got older, yeah, some of that shit, it is.
It's interesting that some bands can do that.
But Gwar was... They're perfectly joking it, but they're very talented while doing it.
I agree. They very are.
They've
And
been,
they're very talented.
they've been pretty wild about being like really political with their shows.
They
though,
chop off
too.
presidents' heads, but they're not sending a message. It's not System of a Down where they're sending a direct message or a direct point about how you should live life or take this perspective. They might chop off like George Bush's head or fucking
pretty
every
sure they
president's
have,
head.
yeah.
They don't even discriminate, which is kind of
No.
cool. They don't care about politics. They don't preach anything left or right. They just chop off presidents' heads because it's fucking gory and it's fucking shocking to chop off a president's head. Fuck it.
And it's fucking
and they
Gwar.
They're just gonna fucking rock about smoking crack, which is wild. But
That's the thing. If you don't know Gwar, then you just don't get it.
Immortal Corruptor is one of my favorite songs ever.
What album is that on? Is that
It's not on Scumdogs. It might be on Scumdogs of the Universe.
is that fucking is that the one with
The Salamanizer.
yeah.
I believe it is.
Is it on that album?
Yeah, I believe it is. It's the album with the green sky in the back, and they're all standing. He's got his long dong out.
Oh, maybe that's not the one I'm thinking of. Because I'm thinking of the one that has Sick
Because
of You
it's
on
not
it.
Scumdogs of the Universe. That's the one with the world in the back.
Okay.
But that's one they've made one of my favorite songs. One of the songs I would give a 10 out of 10 to. I never get tired of listening to on Mortal Corruptor. Beautiful solos, especially the Live in Tokyo version. They give a Live in Tokyo version. That dude rips through the entire thing. It is nuts how much he changes it up live, and I love bands that change it up live. Dimebag Darrell once said, "I don't like changing my stuff live because people think you're not playing it right. But I enjoy when bands change it up live because he rips through the entire thing. Because usually he has just little solo, then he stops, and then he goes into it again for a longer one. Nope, Tokyo Live version." Immortal Corruptor rips through the whole thing, and it's beautiful, and he totally improvised it on the spot, and it is the shit.
I'm gonna have to check that out, actually.
Awesome song. But that's one of my favorite songs ever is Immortal Corruptor from Gwar. They got one of my top songs ever, so I gotta give it up to that band.
Fucking Gwar, dude.
Fucking Gwar. Started out as a punk band.
I mean,
Green Jelly.
the other day, I just saw, what day is it today? It's the 18th?
They started out as
Oh, yeah, by the way, this is recorded on April 18th, 2026. I forgot to say that.
Gwar started out as Green Jelly.
Oh, Gwar started... Wait, really? They started out with Green Jelly? Isn't there a band called Green Jelly now?
Gwar is Green Jelly.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I did not know that. I thought that was like a sub kind of Primus kind of band.
Nope.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to give Green Jelly a listen. I've never listened. I've seen like flyers for them, and their artwork looks really cool. That's what reminds me of Primus is their artwork. So I didn't know that was fucking like a Gwar
That was Gwar
project.
before Gwar, and they're way more punkish, but yeah.
Wait, before Gwar?
Yeah, the Green Jelly's before Gwar, yes.
Well, there's a band like now today that's called Green Jelly.
Gwar was that.
Or is it
Gwar
Green
is-
Jello? Or it's Green something. Hold on, I'm looking this shit up.
Yeah, fact check me, please.
Green Jelly? Green Jelly?
Yeah. Like the stuff you put on land meat.
Whoa.
Green Jelly rock band. Yeah, this is the same. Okay, hold on. American comedy rock band formed 1981, originally named Green Jello. The band changed its name due to legal pressure from Kraft Foods, the owners of Jello brand, who claimed that it was an infringement of their trademark. Okay, that didn't really help me. I don't know. All right, this might be something I have to dig into later. Fuck it.
Yeah, from my understanding, from what I've looked into it, that is Green Jelly was Gwar's band before Gwar.
Well, 1981, that would make sense. So, this is 1981. Because I just saw Gwar's first show was April 15th at 924 Gilman Street with Operation Ivy, which is members of Rancid, their first band. And it's the same venue where Operation Ivy, Rancid, and Green Day blew up. That was the
Yep.
venue.
And they were probably pretty punk rock at that time.
Most likely.
Because Gwar has a lot of punk rock tendencies, and they some of their songs just sound like straight up punk rock.
They've got a mixture of both, and that's why I like Gwar.
Nobody melds it better.
And that's why I like bands that do stuff like that. Like, they like to lean to the metal, they lean to the punk. Like, they love
Gwar
both.
just does it as a natural point of their style, though. I don't even think that's what they were aiming for. That's just now how they naturally made their songs.
Well, I agree, because, like, the documentary I watched, it's like, they didn't even really care about what kind of music they were making. They cared about putting on this show, this costume show for people. Like, they just wanted to, like,
But they're so
to
talented
dress
at the
up.
music they were making. Like,
Yeah, because-
it's technical music.
Because a
It's-
lot of their friends were special effects people and stuff, so they just wanted to make like props and costumes and shit, and so they just go on stage and do what Gwar's been doing for apparently over 40 years now.
But Gwar is technical. Like, we don't think of punk rock as technical. Not that it can't be, but it usually isn't.
Exactly. Yeah. True.
But Gwar was technical, and they were technical in the metal style too, just shredding.
There's got to be influences of some like early thrash going on in there
Dude,
too.
what they did was fucking cool though. Goddamn, because nobody's replicated Gwar and the way that Gwar is. There was another band out there that like tried to do it. I forgot what they were even called. I've seen them, and I was like, this sucks.
I have no clue.
Gwar is one of those one-off bands, and they're not necessarily you can fit them in a box. You You can't
I don't think they'd fit in any box.
You can fit them in boxes. Like you can't fit Primus in a box,
No.
But you can fit them in boxes, and you can define them as that. But what they do is wholly unique onto them. That no other band can. Other bands can replicate. The Lord, they tried to replicate Gawar. They sucked at it.
Who?
Lord Eye.
Lord Eye?
Yeah.
Never heard of them.
Yep. Seen them. They tried to blow up. They almost got there. I was like, you don't deserve it. And thank God everybody else agreed. But it's cool to see bands roll up with that.
Well, that's crazy. We're talking about what we've been doing when we sucked Guar's dick for like 10 minutes there.
Oh, dude. Fuck yeah.
we went from Trailer Park Boys
to Guar.
The show's for us, not you. Remember that, viewer.
That's fine.
So Tyler, what you been up to?
Jack shit, boys. Got a new car. That's kind of
sweet new car.
That's kind of it. I ain't been watching nothing new.
No, talk about that little bitch at work.
I ain't been.
The Trustster.
All I've been doing is working, taking care of my kid.
How's fatherhood so far?
I love it.
How's Maya doing?
She's doing great.
Yeah. When do you think about having another one? Do you want more kids?
I would like Ash to have a sibling, but I will never put Maya through the pressure.
No, you ask her first. That's obviously a conversation,
Of course. Like deep down, because before we recorded, we were having this whole conversation about siblings and only children and shit. And like, I didn't put this 2 cents in here, but like, I would like Ash to have a sibling just because I grew up without siblings and shit, and it kind of sucked. But as I got older,
it sucks growing up with them.
It was pretty rad.
It's terrible growing up with siblings. It's great getting old with siblings. Most of the time, if you're lucky. Still a crapshoot on how they want to do it, but I like having 3 siblings. That's great. I'm happy I have 3 siblings. Growing up with them, though, fuck them. Like, if I was a kid, would be like, erase them, God. But, like, now that I've grown up, it's great having siblings.
I don't know what this is, but I'm pushing it.
Fuck you, buddy.
Perfect.
But these single kids out here, they don't know what it's like.
That's
it all
me.
depends on your situation.
It does, because having siblings can wind up, like, most of the time you're not going to enjoy having a sibling in the house when you're growing up.
Mm-hmm.
But it can work out bad, too, because there's a lot of siblings that don't get along when they grow up. And that sucks. Nobody's more like you than your siblings. 100% you.
Damn, what you been doing this month? I know I saw you about a month ago, and I got fucking hammered, but...
So, picked up Crimson Desert. I've been playing that. I got about 60 hours into that.
Damn.
Only 68?
Yeah, only about 60 hours into it. It is it's a beautiful looking game.
I've got about 126 in Skyrim now.
126. I have more in total all time.
Well, just for this new run that
Just
I've
for
done.
the new session. Okay.
This new run that I've done.
Yeah. Yeah. How many hours I have in Skyrim is?
Oh, dude, mine's probably like...
And that's just vanilla Skyrim, and that's why I hated playing it on like PS4. You don't get all the mods.
I got about 8 hours in Fractured Butthole.
You need a lot more.
Dude, I love that game, but I like Stick of Truth better than I like Fractured Butthole.
The Fractured Butthole.
Yep.
Is it the mechanics?
Beautiful naming.
No, actually, I like the combat more in Fractured Butthole than I do in Stick of Truth.
Right.
But something about Stick of Truth, it's like, I think I like it more because I think that they didn't think that they were going to make another game. So they just put everything into that game. All the Easter eggs, like a bunch of hidden shit. Like,
you know what they did with that game? They brought back an RPG element, or turn-based strategy element that had been lost to gaming for so long.
Final Fantasy and stuff like that.
Exactly, and they brought it back in such a way that people could enjoy it again. Because that's to bring back a turn-based fighting game is almost outlawed now because the way games work now. Gamers do not have the patience or the want to play like that anymore.
No.
In a very strategic way.
Well, after I play that game after like 8 times, I do get bored of that combat. That's why I like the fractured butthole combat more a little bit.
Because you could actually like move around. And stuff.
Yeah. And you don't like pick the same moves over and over, and you can control like more players.
Not
Yeah.
not that it's not repetitive. It's cool to bring it back because like,
It is. I mean, I never really played
back
Final
in my
Fantasy,
day,
but
you know, when we were playing my JRPGs, you know, Legend of Dragoon or your Final Fantasy.
Your
it's like-
Pokemon.
I never played Pokemon.
actually, I have been doing that. I've been playing Fire Red because they released that.
But Pokemon's probably the last standing games that is the turn-based.
Right.
But the games are fun. I mean, the only thing that gets repetitive about them is you fight so many battles like that, it gets boring where you're not using strategy. You're
it
just-
kind of does.
You're
Yeah.
clicking buttons. The cool thing about that fighting system is when you're fighting boss battles and you actually have to use a lot of strategy. And
Yeah.
like, who's going to go next and all that. And do I have to use a potion? Should I rush this person? Should this person block? Or,
Like Nazi Zombie Chef.
Dude, that's the main reason why I started trying to play the Fractured Butthole, because I never beat it.
Oh, you never beat that one?
No.
But-
It's pretty good.
but
Yeah.
you guys were never turn-based players in your youth, right?
Not a whole lot. Besides Pokemon, no, not really. I didn't play Final Fantasy and shit like that.
And Pokemon's like the simple version of that.
As they say, it's baby's first RPG and shit like that.
Do you say, well, it makes sense.
Oh,
because-
people say that. I don't say that.
I remember I was trying
No,
to
it makes
play,
sense because you have a lot less abilities. You have a lot less options to do. It's this attack, that attack, or probably like what, return or
Unless you use the TMs and shit like that, but you can only use a TM once, and that's you can give your Pokemon a special ability and shit that they won't ever learn on their own and shit like that.
yeah. So it is more basic than what you'd go through in your typical Final Fantasy because everybody has a power or everybody has a ton of spells, or they have their attack and all that. So yeah, it is more basic. So I get why people say it because it's a little bit more
Yeah.
dumbed down, but it's still complicated enough because you're fighting between is my Pokemon effective against this Pokemon type, stuff like that.
Pretty
so
much.
it gets mixed in that way. But Crimson Desert,
Yeah, what else have you been doing?
Crimson goddamn Desert. This game is
I've seen
just
videos on it.
so unique unto itself. And it is the new hotness, and it deserves to be.
Yeah.
South Korea made this game for 130 million. Sounds like a lot.
No, that's not a lot for games.
It's not a lot for a game.
No.
And they sold 5 million copies. IGN gave it a 6.
Fuck IGN.
And all the Western media is giving this game bad reviews. People don't care because they like to play the game. I played the game. I can't get the fuck off it. It's been such a long time to where I picked up a game and I do not want to put it down. Like it's been since Skyrim. Like I do not want to stop playing this fucking game.
That's how I felt when they remastered Oblivion last year. Like because I never played Oblivion. Like I tried. There's a few times I tried playing the original. Just those graphics, I could not.
Those graphics actually, I get why you like the remake because everything's a little bit cleaned up. But the remake takes a lot of the color that original Oblivion had, and it kind of like it's weird to me because like all the bright color that Oblivion had is kind of like scraped away, and it's kind of like
Saturated down a little bit.
yeah, everything's saturated down.
I like that better though.
because
I like it better.
when I walked into every village, like the village that's mostly purple. It's to the east of the map. The biggest village to the east of the map.
So east, it's like skin guard or
No,
something
east.
Like that.
Skingrad is west by Hammerfell. By that.
Oh, you mean more west? So Anvil and
No.
Kvatch.
I mean east. Because Skingrad is west.
no, that's east.
Okay, let's think of the Imperial City. Right in the middle.
In the dead center, yes.
So Skingrad is west.
No, it's east.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Pull up a fucking map, motherfucker.
I swear to God.
Skingrad is east, and and Anvil is to the west south. southwest of that.
Hold on. Because I know
And then
to the west by Hammerfell is Anvil, Kvatch, or Kvatch. I don't know how to fucking pronounce it. I don't remember all these cities' names because I haven't played this one as much as I've played Skyrim.
I played Oblivion a lot. I think Oblivion's better than Skyrim.
Dude, a little bit. Part of me kind of
quests
feels
are
the
better.
same.
The quests
The
are
quests are kind of better.
Especially the Dark Brotherhood quest. Oh, kick the
I think the Skyrim one's better than.
No,
Oblivion.
you would.
But I
be
think the Thieves Guild quests are better in Oblivion than Skyrim.
well, both of them are, but like the Dark Brotherhood quests are definitely better in. Well, in my opinion, let me say, in my opinion, I think the Oblivion quest is.
Well, what fucked me up is that they wanted you to murder the whole entire Dark Brotherhood, and for a while I was against it. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
You didn't do that in Skyrim?
Well, you didn't murder them. The fucking Jester dude did.
Because you're being tricked the whole time to do it, though. That's the cool part of the quest. You've been manipulated to murder the Dark Brotherhood because of the dead drops.
All right, hold on.
So what I did to murder the whole Dark Brotherhood in Oblivion is I took all the food out.
You are right.
I know I'm right.
I was fucking up Skin Guard with Shadendal. See, some of these names I don't know even how to pronounce.
Let me see.
Shadendal. It is the east one. That's the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Where the Dark Brotherhood mostly is located.
So Tyler, is the Oblivion map the same as Skyrim?
It's not even a city.
Hold on, what'd you say, Bob?
Are they the same map, Oblivion and Skyrim?
No. Skyrim is above Oblivion.
Oh, okay.
That's where you get Bruma from.
Yeah, Bruma is north. I knew that.
That's your.
Yeah, Skin Guard it's under, or it's right next to
I know.
Kvatch.
I put more hours into Oblivion than I did Skyrim because that was a better game to me and still is.
I see why. I can kind of see why people say that, and I fight it, but I just have so much nostalgia with Skyrim that I do.
Well,
I
I'm
love
sure they
Skyrim more.
improved the combat system.
But like deep down, I do want to say Oblivion is kind of better than Skyrim.
I always said that.
Like, I won't deny it. If someone comes up and tells me that, oh, I think Oblivion's better than Skyrim,
when
I'll
Skyrim
be like,
first came out, it had smoother combat. You know,
Yeah.
nothing was so stiff. You know, because in Oblivion, old school Oblivion, you'd cast a spell and nobody'd like react, but it hit, or you hit people with a sword and you know there was less reaction. Whereas Skyrim was more fluid with that, like you know everybody would have reaction, you'd have reaction to being hit. Everything was kind of more smooth and like looked better, but the mechanics themselves, Oblivion was always better, especially the leveling system and like. It wasn't so hand-holdy, and you got to make multiple classes easier because it was more in depth, but you got more control over what you wanted to go into because you had the signs and like different things you could do. Whereas Skyrim was very you're in this class, you pick these stars, you're in this class, you are doing that.
okay, I see what you're talking about now. I didn't get it at first, but no, I get it. Yeah, I get that. I was saying Skyrim, I'm like everything. This new profile, I've done fucking everything.
Yeah, I've done everything. I did everything in different playthroughs because I never picked one player to do everything. Because I always roleplay a player's going to be this way, and this is his motivation.
I tried doing that this time around, but I just wound up doing the same bullshit I always do.
Like, I'm never going to have the same player do like the Mage Guild and the Assassin's Brotherhood because that doesn't make sense to me. He's not going to be both.
Well, I guess I did it because I was trying to get all the trophies, so of course I did it.
My friend 3 just did everything on one character. I was like, oh, Lord Do-It-All. What's he like? He has no personality, motherfucker. He's just Lord Do-It-All.
I'll say the one thing I regret doing in Oblivion was completing the main storyline because
I like the main storyline better, and I like the boss battle better in Oblivion.
I'm mixed, just because I love dragons so much. That's also why I love Skyrim. I love
But
that
the
storyline.
boss battle,
The boss battle was awesome, but you kind of didn't even fight the boss yourself in Oblivion, which kind of sucks.
Well, he gives the final blow to turn him into stone, which you can always see in the city.
Yeah.
But like you do fight him, but
Not
the final blow is not yours.
technically.
I'm sorry, you're not like the center of everything.
No, that's fine. I'm
Like
just-
in Skyrim, you're just a
it
center.
would just
of,
feel more accomplished if you, the player, actually did it instead of watching Sean Bean do it. Or, sorry, like I know the voice actor is Sean Bean for that dude, but I swear to God, he looks like Russell Crowe.
But I agree with you saying, but the boss battle was better. Like fighting him in the Imperial City.
It's cooler. It is definitely cooler.
And the Imperial City goes crazy for a bit. Then they have assassins just murking people in the city when you get close to the end.
But what I hate is that all the gates close once you beat, which makes sense obviously. But as a first time player going through the storyline, like, oh, I want to see how this goes, and you beat it, and then you're still playing the game. You're like, oh, dude, I kind of miss all the Oblivion gates
Going
being
to
open.
yeah, I get that. That's true. But the great thing about those games is you never have to finish the main storyline. And also, if you don't want dragons in Skyrim, you just never even start the main storyline.
Yep, that's true.
Never even start it. I think it works the same way in Oblivion. If you never even start that first Oblivion game,
Vatch.
I'm not sure though. That's worth a fact check.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But okay, let me get past this first point because it's dragging on.
A little bit, yeah.
Crimson Desert has been just amazing. Like all the things you can do to it, you like. It has bits of Assassin's Creed because you can climb stuff like Assassin's Creed, jump down like Assassin's Creed. You could glide down. You build up your guild like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. But the questing and the armor style is more like, and the adventuring is more like your Oblivion's games, like Skyrim or Oblivion. So you quest around like that too. There's so many different mechanics in that game.
Yeah, I definitely want to try and play that game.
It is, there's a lot of different stuff, and the Western media has just dogged it. Like they hate to see this happen. Because all the Western media is reporting that it's a bad game, it's a flop, it has problems, the storyline's weak. What's the storyline is weak? They're right. But it doesn't matter. Like, is the storyline good in Skyrim or Oblivion?
I don't even know how.
Do you fuck with those games, Bobby?
I started playing Skyrim for the first time, and I'm only like.
Like Tyler, do you think the storyline is great in Skyrim or Oblivion?
I love both of them, honestly.
But the storyline, do you think like they're good?
I mean, yeah, I think both of them are good.
I wouldn't say, from my perspective, I wouldn't say like storylines are great. Like you're not invested in them at all. Like they're there.
I will say, I think I was more invested in the Oblivion storyline than I was in Skyrim.
You can end. You can soft lock yourself on purpose through in Oblivion by joining the cult.
The Mythic Dawn.
Yeah, you can just join the Mythic Dawn and that's it.
Yeah, that would. Yeah.
Which is sweet. I appreciate those things. You can just do that, but you chose to do it, and then you'll never fight the last boss because you're with him. But this game is showing other game industries what the fuck is up because they're offering all this, and they've been doing updates every week.
So this is why this is the Skyrim killer.
Well, I don't know if it's a Skyrim killer. We'll see what.
Well, that's just what I've been hearing.
But it
or the new Skyrim. I guess.
Definitely sets the bar for Elder Scrolls 6. Elder Scrolls 6 has to be better than this,
dude.
Otherwise, they failed. If it's
know.
not better than Crimson Desert, you failed horribly.
I think
because they spent billions instead of millions.
I think it's been just too much time that no matter what,
I think they built up the hype too much, but it doesn't mean it can't succeed.
I mean, I agree, but
it has to be better than this game.
There's too much hype. You have a lot of competition now because it's been 16 years.
No,
almost.
the thing is, Elder Scrolls 6 hasn't had a lot of competition. What's Elder Scrolls competition? What is it?
For Nintendo fans, Zelda Breath of the Wild and the new
Yeah, but
Tears of
no,
the
that's not
Kingdom and stuff
competition for
like
Elder
that.
Scrolls. They had that's a
Um,
niche game, and
like apparently this what your Crimson Desert, right?
Desert is competition, but it's the first competition ever, and
Um,
it set the bar for it
Witcher
because
3 came out after Skyrim did.
Witcher 3 is held as a great game, a good game, but not it, I wouldn't describe it as a benchmark above Skyrim.
I wouldn't either, honestly.
This Crimson Desert, they're saying is the benchmark above Skyrim. That's what they're calling the Skyrim killer. That's what they're calling it. Like, you have to be better than Crimson Desert. Elder Scrolls 6 has to be better. If it is worse, then this game has bombed. And Korea made it for
Say, I'm not gonna lie.
$130 million. They made this game out.
I think it's gonna be impossible for Bethesda
To live up to the
and
hype?
Elder Scrolls to really beat Skyrim.
To live up to the hype, they're
Skyrim
never gonna.
kind of came out in the perfect time because when Skyrim came out, Game of Thrones was airing on TV as well, and those two together really mixed.
Well, Elder Scrolls they hold a candle to themselves, right? They're always going to have their own hype.
Yeah,
And when Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, it better be good. Because if it's not
fucking-
better than
it
Crimson
really
Desert,
better be good.
if it's not better than Crimson Desert, they're done. They bombed because Fallout 4 should have been way better. You can't make that on the same engine.
Are you one of those guys that doesn't like Fallout 4?
I played it. I'm not a Fallout fan. I played 3. I think they're good games. I just can't get into them, and I just think that's unfortunate for myself. Because I'm like, this is so cool. Why can't I get into it? I just can't. I played the shit out of Fallout 76 though, for whatever reason.
So
And
my
that's
first
fucking-
Fallout game was New Vegas,
3.
but I didn't really understand how to play Fallout at that time yet until Fallout 4 came out, and then I 100% that game. I completed the fuck out of that. I loved it. I love that game.
So
and,
at that point,
and it sucks. I see people just shit on Fallout 4. I'm like, dude, that game.
it's
was
because
good.
the engine is old. It has too many bugs for what it is. It should look way better for the time it came out in. The mechanics are cool in it because you can base build. They added stuff, but like people that have been playing since Fallout 3, reasonably, because that's the first thing that's what a lot of people got
It's when
introduced.
Bethesda put out their first Fallout.
They seen the improvement to Fallout 3 to Fallout 4, and it's so negligible. And they're still like looking like these graphics, which it shouldn't have. You're still working off this old engine that is not performing up to what the game should be by now. That's why people are disappointed. It's not that Fallout 4 is a bad game.
That might be upsetting
it's-
for you to hear because I'm going to tell you I've seen them say that for Elder Scrolls 6 they're creating a Real Engine 2 for.
Unreal Engine. That's another thing in the gaming community. Everybody's making something off Unreal Engine, so they have to work in the engine.
Wait, is it Unreal or is it something different?
Yeah, no, it's Unreal.
Is it Unreal? Okay.
They have to work. Most games are made from that. Crimson Desert is a proprietary system made from I forget what their own engine's called. They had their own engine to do it, and so what they're doing is they made stuff possible that Unreal Engine can't do. So say in Crimson Desert, the render distance is so long that I can go look at a mountain way out there. Like say you're at the throw of the world in Skyrim.
Okay. Let's wrap this up and get to this movie. This is already 45 minutes of.
Yeah, and 45
talking
minutes
about
bullshit.
shit.
About talking about gore and
I know, right?
Skyrim and
But
Crimson
they
Desert.
made their Black Space is what they called their engine. So the Crimson Desert's made on their own proprietary engine, and it can do stuff that the Unreal Engine can't do. So it's hard to even copy this game now because if you want to do it on Unreal, it's not possible because they made their own engine just for this game. So like the render distance is fucking nuts, dude. If you see a mountain way over there, way in the distance, I mean, you can see it way out there. You can travel there, you can climb that mountain. just the stuff you can do in that game is amazing. If you got a you got a PS5?
I do.
When it goes on sale, it's like $80 now. It's $70 now, so it's a pricey game because it's that new hotness. But like,
It'll drop.
dude, you play that game, Tyler, you're gonna be like, the combat's way better. Combat's insane. Like it's mix of Assassin's Creed with Skyrim, with like
That does sound pretty cool.
It's a bunch of different mechanics all in one game, and it's tricky to get used to, but it's cool to have all in one game. And they went for it. They said, we're going to put all this shit in one game. Bunch of different mechanics. And they've been updating it weekly by people. People have complaints or problems. They've been updating this game weekly afterwards. Patches, whatever. Like, taking people's feedback, actually listening to it and implementing it in the game. Western game designers are freaking the fuck out. It is awesome to see, because we've been stuck in this cycle of, battle passes or games they want to keep us tied into. They don't really want to see single player games. They don't want to see developers get back to customers in a weekly basis. Is insane for them.
I want that micro pay.
They are, and there's all the DLC, all the stuff they've been adding is for free. They're just fixing it right away. Everybody's complaints right away. My main complaints have been fixed. We're fixed within a day. That's nuts. I was like, I don't want to see the shield on my back if I don't have it equipped. They're like, yep. And I was like, what the fuck is that? I've never seen it. I didn't even write it online. But that game is a new standard. Or even if it's not your thing, the new standard is what they put out, how they treated people that brought their game and spent money on their game. That is the new standard. To update a game that fast, to be that quick to response. Now we know they can do it, and they just haven't been doing it. And Western studios don't want that. And Western studios aren't even keeping with the price that they put the game out for. They're spending billions to make games, while this company spent millions crushing them. South Korea, keep making games. Fuck this game economy. Fuck Ubisoft. Fuck what they're coming out with, this soft shit. Let's move on. That's what I've been doing this month. Fucking Crimson Desert, baby. Anyway, let's get on to this movie.
Right. Yeah, I was going to say, holy fucking...
We're halfway through the movie again.
All right. We're going to hit the movie trailer. And then we'll be back, folks. Stick around.
It's 1978.
Disco's dead!
Those jeans are so tight. I can see your...
It's the last day of school.
Yes?
This is better than the first time I got to finger a chick, man.
And to celebrate,
The night is young.
4 friends are busting loose and hitting the highway.
I'm making it. Oh, man. Give me this pizza. No more. No more.
It's going to be the most repulsive, offensive,
I've never heard a girl blow ass before.
vile, and certainly the most momentous time of their lives.
You better have something really sinful for me this time, son.
I just lost my virginity in a confessional booth.
In Detroit Rock City, they're young, dumb,
Look at him. He's a moron.
and full of
I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm sure there's more where that came from, right?
Detroit Rock City.
It's a girl walking along the side of the highway. We should pull over and help her out. I mean, they make scary movies that start out like that.
Hey, but they make porno movies that start out like that too, man.
Detroit Rock City, directed by Adam Rifkin, released 1999. Folks, if you ain't seen this, go check it out and come on back because we're about to spoil the shit out of this movie. So here's your spoiler warning.
Uh-oh, spoiler warning.
Okay, this was Bob's pick this week. Bob, why'd you pick this movie?
It's definitely a classic in my heart. I definitely remember watching this, at least parts of it. When I mainly remember the scene where the dude's robbing the gas station, and he's trying to hustle the kid for his Kiss tickets. That's definitely a really memorable moment of this movie. And I don't know. Besides that, I just had to buy this movie and rewatch it in its entirety. And after that, I was like, man, this movie's definitely a hit in my book. Because I do enjoy Kiss music. It's got a great soundtrack to it.
Oh, man.
The soundtrack is baller.
Hella good classic rock music in it.
Godzilla.
It's like straight up track after track after track.
Dude, it really is.
Yeah, no misses.
That's kind of what this movie is.
Even pina coladas, no misses.
This movie is just like a playlist. In a weird way. It's like if Kiss made a playlist with their own songs in it as well.
Right.
And like the music
There's
from
probably more other songs in here than Kiss songs actually.
I think there's no, there probably are a little bit more other band songs than Kiss songs.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
But I'd say it's almost about an even amount because there's a lot of Kiss songs in this movie.
I would not say so. Like,
and
they
I
play
would
a lot
hope
of
so
music.
because this is a Kiss movie.
You don't want to see the Kiss movie.
Apparently there is to you guys. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I thought this was the
Kiss
movie.
travels to outer space. It's about as good as Star Wars music.
Fucking Kiss Meets Santa? Family Guy?
Yeah, Kiss travels to outer space movie, and it's about as good as Star Wars Christmas special.
Oh, that movie's trash.
I know, and nobody remembers it. They tried to bury it, but I remember Star Wars.
Everyone does.
Chewie has a family. You get to see him. It's about the coolest part.
I don't think I've ever watched it. I've just heard so much bad shit about it. And it's in that Weird Al music video, White and Nerdy, where he buys the fucking bootleg of the Christmas story special of Star Wars or whatever the fuck.
They want to bury that so bad.
I mean, I heard it was bad.
It is horrendous. And that's why they want to bury it. But I remember.
All right, so 4 teens trying to go see Kiss. But one of the teens' moms burns the Kiss tickets.
Yeah, and the rest of their moms are pieces of shit that we never see.
We actually never see anyone else's moms.
But they describe their moms. If your mom didn't show up, we wouldn't have weed. If your mom didn't show up, we wouldn't have a place to crash. So you tell me the only parent that we see that is taking care of their kids is the villain in this story?
I guess she is kind of technically the
She
villain?
is the villain of the story. The only parent that cares for her kid is the villain of the story. And she plays a beautiful role. Her acting is so
Lynn
spot
Shay,
on, dude. It is good.
If you've ever seen Insidious, Lynn Shay.
But like, yeah, the only parent, the only mom, and it's not said why the dad's not around, but she's the only one looking after her kid constantly, chasing down her kid. You never see any of the other parents.
Nope. And
you hear they don't care that they're smoking weed or hanging out or drinking.
You don't really need to.
No, they said it, and that's the only back part you get of it. Like, he doesn't want his mom's gonna be mad that he stole the car, but no.
And she's a gynecologist too.
And she's a dyke gynecologist.
I don't think they say in the movie she's not a dyke just because she fucking checks other people's vaginas doesn't mean she's a dyke.
Yeah, they say that. Yeah. But I mean, so the only parent that's caring for her kid or watching over her kid really is the villain. which is good for a coming of age story.
It's
But in reality, it is sad.
I feel like it's really hard to say that Lin Shaye's the villain. Like,
Well, who else would be the villain in
technically
this
she
story?
like is.
Technically, yeah. I mean, is she doing anything horribly wrong?
No, she's just
Well-
an overprotective parent.
Yeah,
yeah,
over religious parent as
Yeah,
well.
overprotective and over
But
religious.
this movie takes place in 1978, so of course it's gonna be.
But he has to fight with his
over-religious.
mom at the end of the movie. Tells her off.
Give me my fucking drumsticks, mom.
Yeah. Tells her why she's fucked up in her own kind of way. But she cares at least. You know, the other kids' parents don't care. At least she
Apparently not.
cares. I'm just saying she's not as awful as they, good intentions pay the way to hell.
And like we were saying, she really killed this role too.
She did. Great acting all the way through. Great acting.
You know, the first time I saw this movie was in high school, and I think that's the perfect time to watch this movie as well.
Dude, yeah, it makes you a rebellious kid. This is definitely a coming of age story, a rebellious kid story. Yes, totally. That's all it's about.
I don't know if it's so much of a coming of age.
Yeah, it's coming of age. These guys all get tang and fucking like.
As it is more of like I can't think of it.
Other words to describe?
Yeah, I can't think of.
No,
how to
how
describe
else
it.
would you describe it? Maybe I'll.
So like how I describe it is like. I just kind of picture myself back in high school being this way. Obviously, this is when I first seen this movie, so and I guess this might be different for me. I mean, Dan, I know you play guitar and stuff like that. Bob, I know you're not
Widdly
much.
wah, widdly wah.
I know you're not much of a musical guy, Bob. But like for someone like me that like has always wanted to play and do rock and roll, like I kind of feel this in a way. Like you just want to go on a road and go see your favorite band, like somewhere, you know.
So this whole movie is just like the Pick of Destiny, just like Jack Black's story from the beginning, and then when he talks to Dio.
Kind of like, yeah, because while we were watching this, I was definitely thinking of Rock and Roll High School, the Ramones movie, pretty much, which has like it's kind of like the same thing a little bit because in that movie, like she's trying to go see the Ramones as well.
Well, I think it's coming of age because you're taking a road trip somewhere and you're growing, right? He's shaking his wee wee in a bar, right? They all get laid. They all have their own like sexual experience.
Well, they all don't get laid.
Well, the 3 out of the 4, and that fourth comes pretty close. So come on now.
What's his name? Trip. See, I can't remember anyone's names. I know Jeremiah is like Lin Shaye's son.
Jam.
Yeah, what do you think about the characters in this movie? Like all the dudes, like are they memorable?
Okay, that's a good question actually. So Trip to me is just like a J Muse stand-in.
They call him like a burnout. Like he's the stoner of the group.
Yeah.
But he's got an open mouth, and he has a couple good lines in this movie.
Oh yeah.
You gonna fucking suck our dicks or what?
Jeremiah.
This is how porn starts too, man.
Jeremiah is just your kind of typical like kid that's trying to break from his parents, like in the South Park movie, how Kyle does. You know, he's like, dude, you need to tell your mom she's a fucking bitch. Don't call my mom a bitch, Cartman. It's kind of like that kind of thing, a little bit.
Like I think 3 out of the 4 have their own distinct personalities, but the dude in the green shirt, the Volvo, the guy that offers his mom's Volvo, is probably the least memorable.
Yeah, I don't even know his
because
name.
he shares kind of too many similarities with him, and then he overshadows him. It feels like.
Yeah, because you have Jeremiah, which is the drummer, and then Trip. I don't remember if he was the bass player or the guitarist. No,
yeah.
he's the other guitarist because the dude we can't remember his name is the bass player, which makes sense because people don't remember bass players.
No shit. Except for Lemmy.
And then, of course, and then Edward Furlong.
His name's Hawk.
Hawk?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hawk's probably the most forgettable.
No, wait, I thought Hawk was just his stripper.
That's what I thought
name.
too.
No,
but
this
that's
guy
his
is
name.
memorable. And he has.
So his name is actually Hawk.
Yeah.
We're talking about the other one.
The other one is Lex.
Lex is the most
See,
forgettable.
I don't think they even said his name once in this movie.
Yeah, he's the most forgettable one. He has at least like staying power or rememberability or at least personality of all three. You know,
Well,
because he's not very distinct from Hawk. You know.
No, not really. If it, like anything, what was his name? Lex.
Yeah.
He just kind of reminded me of like Dee Dee Ramone. He had that lanky kind of look. He's the bass player.
Yeah, the least memorable though by far.
I mean, you can. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Even
for sure.
even when they're all going on their own, his story is the least memorable because what do you do?
His is the weakest one.
What do you
honestly.
do? I already forgot.
He just pretty much snuck backstage in a weird way.
Okay, yeah, he did. Yeah. But it is the least memorable.
And like his is only memorable to me because the Ramones play Blitzkrieg Bop in that fucking segment right there. That's the only reason I remember him.
He's the least depth and the weakest side story. Because where this guy's in a bar. He didn't get laid either, did he?
Yeah,
No, he did.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
God damn, that guy's story is unrememberable.
I
Such a quick movie.
I
too.
think Trip and Lex didn't get laid.
Yeah.
I think they just
don't
made
think
out
they
with
did.
chicks.
Yeah.
No, he fucked her in that. He fucked her in that confession booth.
No,
No.
that's Jeremiah, the drummer.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Lin Shaye's son.
But still, by my definition, coming of age story. You're growing as a man.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess in a way.
I would, by my definition, yes. But yeah,
You know, they had to steal a car. They had to learn how to drive and shit. They fucking.
Yeah, I get life experience out here. Some good pin.
Had to shake your pee to go see Kiss.
Yeah, shake your wee wee.
Yeah, shake your wee wee.
Are you gonna go shake your wee wee or no?
And he did. The other dude turned it down. The other dude wouldn't shake his wee wee. Guy had way less morals. Go shake your wee wee in there. How much is shake your wee wee, guys?
How much for me?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I don't know. What are you offering?
All right. to do what he did here, let's say I'm gonna pay you $2,500. Shake your wee wee. Dick doesn't have to be out, but like
do what he did in the movie.
Well, you don't gotta sleep with the old. You don't gotta sleep with the old bitch, but like go upstairs, go on stage, shake your wee wee. 2,500. Old bitch has to pinch your ass and like look at you too, like.
I mean, fuck. Honestly, if it was appropriate and you got me drunk enough, I'd probably just fucking shake it around anyway. Honestly, singing on stage.
Dude, to do what he did,
especially if I'm singing "She-Male Murderer," I'd be like "She-Male Murderer, She-Male Murderer, She-Male Murderer."
My minimum for that, what he did, would probably be like, dude, I want to say 800, but dude, I'd settle for like 3.
I probably would too. Like it's not a big deal.
Just go up there, shake my wee wee.
He was just doing
$300.
it for a chance to win $100.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah,
inflation,
that's
Bobby.
wild.
Inflation is we got to add inflation. So 300 now.
1978.
Would I do it for 100? No, I'm good. I don't need $100 that bad.
That's
200. I can live without 200. 300.
See, and that's the thing. Like I could do it for $50. I wouldn't give a fuck. But like, if I'm gonna make it worth my while, fucking pay me something better.
I don't need $50 that bad.
That's what I'm saying. I don't need $50. I mean, I'd do it, but like
$200. I don't need $200 that bad.
Would
$300. I'm like, fuck it. I'll use $300.
In that same situation, that whole bar full of women.
In the bar full of women? Bet. Shaking my wee wee, dude, all day.
It's actually a good thing to bring up because me and Maya started. We started, but I don't think I'm gonna continue. But we started watching the new Fear Factor with Johnny Knoxville.
I watched it.
Oh god.
And
I was hoping you were gonna say OnlyFans. I was like, don't shake your wee wee for that.
No. But it was. I don't know what we were talking about. We were talking about something. But I was like, if it was like my worst fear, I don't even think I could do it for $5 billion. She's like, what? I said, if you put tarantulas on me, I don't think I could do it. I really don't think I could do it for $5 billion.
$5 billion?
I don't think I could.
I would have tarantulas all around my dick shaking my wee wee.
No, dude, I really don't. I'm that terrified.
I would be like,
I don't think I could do it.
I got
That's a lot of fucking money, and I would try, but deep down, I really don't think I could do it.
I got blackout drunk at a party one time, and this dude did have a tarantula. One of the last things I remember doing is going in the cage and petting it.
Ugh.
My finger woke up numb.
Ugh, shut the fuck up.
So I'll do that shit for free. Like, tarantulas are probably one of the nicer spiders that don't bite you out of just like they have some kind of like common sense to them. So they're less scary than like a black widow or like a brown recluse. Like they're more knowledgeable. They got a bigger brain and like more capacity. Like just like jumping spiders. Really cool. I like jumping spiders. I think they look cute. But they have a big brain to them too because they got to hunt. But they'll recognize you and like kick it with you, and that's awesome. Like jumping spiders just kick it with you, like, hey, you're my guy. That's cool.
Fucked. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Well, you don't like jumping spiders either?
I don't like spiders at all, Dan.
Jumping spiders kind of chill.
I don't give a fuck.
Like they'll be chill with you, and
They fucking
that's
creep
kind of
me
cool.
out.
It's one of the few insects that'll actually be chill with you. Like, what's up, man? You my guy? Like that's kind of cool. Like a spider would be like, I recognize you.
What about a stick bug? They're pretty chill.
Yeah.
What about a stick bug?
They can't bite you either, though. But
Exactly.
Ants are pretty chill.
Yeah, they're annoying though.
Ants only follow the pheromone.
Yep. That's all they do.
Like they have no, they almost did. Ants are very. I'm not gonna dive into this too much. Just quick quip. Ants are so unique and specialized. It's a cool insect because they're so organized, and they're amazing insect. They're one of the top species on land. They are amazing. They can wage war. They can spread. They can go. They moved in between continents, traveling.
Yeah.
Ants
Spiders are wild.
Ants are amazing, especially for bugs. Like all the stuff they figured out. How stupid can they be? I mean, they do complex stuff. They raid the forest in they go through the forest and they raid it, and they'll never raid the same area for food again.
Are we talking about ants or spiders?
Ants.
Ants.
Yeah.
Spiders don't do that.
And then they can wage war on each other
Have
too.
you ever seen Ant-Man?
Yeah. Why?
Because that was a wild movie.
That's a wild movie.
Yeah, but who the fuck is Ant-Man's queen?
Hank Pym, technically.
Well, an ant needs a queen. They don't function without a queen. It's all pheromones. They take their dead back.
Well,
they
he
take
creates
their
a
dead back to their
serum that
den.
kind of helps control all the ants as the pheromone. It's whatever. It's Marvel shit.
They take their dead back to the den, not to be eaten, just in the burial ground, just so you can't have it. That's one of ours. They let other ants heal to get better again.
Ants are pretty fucking rad. I'm not gonna lie. I've been
The way
watching
they
this
work
Ants
is
Canada
just-
channel on YouTube, and it's pretty rad.
It's just insanity of how complex they work, and you can call it, but they're simple-minded. But to make something complex, what do you need? No. You don't need pheromones.
Cojones.
Complex stuff is just made off of a bunch of simple things on top of each other. That's how ants work. Everything is simple, but it's all layered on top of each other, making it complex. That's where complexity arises out of. It's a bunch of simple stuff compiled on top of each other, and that's where you get complexity. That's how ants work. It's a bunch of simple things compiled on top of each other. That's why insects can do it. It's all simple, just layered, simple stuff, and that's how they function.
Just like this movie's layered with banger tracks.
Dude. Yes. Sorry. Let's get back to the movie. Sorry, off the rails on ants. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry.
So we got some Van Halen running with the devil in this bitch. We got Styx, Come Sail Away. Blue Oyster Cult playing some Godzilla. Motherfucking love. Of course, we got a bunch of Kiss
Black
in this
Sabbath?
movie. Yeah, Black Sabbath, Iron Man. Fucking Cheap Trick. Mommy's all
You got some funk in this movie too.
Surrender. Yeah, Surrender. I couldn't think of the fucking name.
Pina
I just sing the
Colada.
song.
Can't
Pina
forget.
Colada, and yeah, that funk song that's in here.
Ramones, Blitzkrieg Bop, and I Want to Be Sedated.
And like I said, all the music kind of just like blends into each other. Like it's just
All the music made sense for the moment.
It really does, actually. And it fits.
They did a great job with that.
It fits, like, every scene that's happening. Like, oh no, not this. This is not the Godzilla scene.
No, it already passed.
But
Yeah.
this movie's so perplexing in a way. Like, it seems like it should be a cult classic, right? But it doesn't hit it in my mind. But it seems it's a good movie.
In
Like,
my mind, it does seem like a cult classic, just like SLC Punk in a way.
But this movie is such in a weird space where, like, I remember it. I remember watching this movie multiple times. But, like, I go back to it and there's nothing really great that's memorable, but I like the movie at the same time.
I agree. You know what? That's kind of, I'm having my problem sitting here. I don't really know what to talk about with this movie.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the movie. I mean, they cover their plot holes well, too. Like, I've
Yeah,
never
that's a
seen a
great
movie do it as good as this one. Like, when she left the Kiss tickets in his pocket, and, you know, he comes, he's like, oh, I just had the Kiss tickets at home. Well, then you think, well, why didn't you take them out of your pocket? She's like, but my mom was watching me undress. I'm like, oh, I covered the plot hole. Good on you. Because in that moment, a viewer would think, well, why didn't you just take it out when you were changing and your mom was out of the room? Nope. Got it.
She's fucking watching me change, which is weird.
But they added that little bit in just to be like, nope, you don't get that.
Even when the car gets stolen, they're like,
Why is she in town? Well, she told you she was moving away, and she
Well,
tried
Beth,
to tell
yeah.
you. Yeah,
I was about to bring that up, too.
she told you she was moving away before in school before you got called to the office. So they covered that. Like, I've never seen a movie take such care in filling in the plot holes. Like, don't question that because we've covered that. You don't get to say that.
just don't question it. They're gonna answer.
Because a lot of newer movies have such glaring plot holes.
I think...
And
like,
it's a simple script here, but, I mean, they still took the care to do it.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes with that, they kind of just like make you use your own imagination on what happened.
Well, no, there's just glaring plot holes in most new movies. Just
Yeah.
glaring. Like, it's just like they don't get that. No explanation, no nothing. Like, it's just a plot hole. Like, what the fuck?
Like, oh,
This
we
movie
did
didn't
this,
even
but
let
we
me-
hope you kind of forget that we said that.
This movie didn't really let me question the smallest things,
Right.
which is cool. They took care of the script in such a way that it didn't let me question the smallest things.
I think, like, my one, probably the only biggest critique, maybe, I have with this, I don't know, I'm still kind of on the fence of how I really feel, is that it gets a little cartoony sometimes.
But it never says it shouldn't be, though. You know, they pose that. That's how the movie's supposed to be. They never said we shouldn't be cartoony.
Like, fair. That's fair as well. That's why I said, like, I'm on the fence. Like, I don't know how to feel about the cartoony shit. Like, it's fun. It can be funny sometimes.
But no,
But then it's like when he gets punched, when Trip gets punched in the stomach and he just flies into the wall, like if Spider-Man or Iron Man punched somebody, it's like, okay.
But
really?
that's because he punched the Stretch Armstrong.
I know, I get that. That's why he didn't really take effect from
Oh.
it. But, like, he was, like, 5 feet away from that wall, and when dude punched him, he, like, flies into that wall and shit like that.
Right.
And kind of like the thing with the dogs, he just feeds them a sandwich, and then all the dogs love him and stuff like that, which makes sense. Dogs would like you if you give them food, but, you know, sometimes dogs don't like...
Well, he threw them a Frisbee, too. He was playing with them.
Oh, did he? I didn't see that part.
And, you know, I think from the beginning of the movie that they put that cartoonishness stuff in there is why it works later in the movie. Because it never posed to be anything different.
Also,
No.
the other cartoonish parts when they all stand on the toilet in the women's stall.
Yeah,
and it just
exactly.
breaks,
That's
and then all the stalls fall down, and all the doors like dominoes fall down. And
Yeah,
shit
and
like
the movie
that.
doesn't pose to be anything different, so I don't hate it for it. It wasn't
Like,
like
I don't hate it. I don't hate it either.
Well, I'm not saying hate it for it, but I don't judge it for it because this has been a theme throughout the movie. There wasn't just one instance where this was cartoonish. It's been cartoonish throughout. So
little
like
bit.
all this stuff is like, all right, pass there because this is how you're treating the whole movie, not just one instance. So it makes it negates it for me, but I see what you're saying.
And like that's what I was saying. That's my only biggest critique. Is like I don't know how to feel about it. Like it's fun, but then sometimes like being older, I guess it's like well.
But none of it's
Why did you have to do that? I guess.
But none of it's memorable because I remember watching this movie multiple times and I could barely remember anything about it when I rewatched it again.
I kind of agree. So I think
nothing's bad about it though. It's just
Bob said we watched it together when we lived together. I don't really remember that. We were probably wasted and high at that time, so that's probably why I don't remember it. The last time I really remember watching this movie was in high school with my buddy Damon. Rest in peace, Damon. That's the first time I ever saw this movie. He was a big like thrasher dude. Like he loved like System of a Down, DRI, Venom, Slayer, all that kind of shit like that.
That's thrash?
What?
I wouldn't call that thrash.
What's thrash?
Well, Slayer's speed metal. I don't know if that DR is
DRI?
thrash. Yeah.
No, DRI had a crossover. They were punk, and then they had the crossover, and they went kind of thrashy.
And then System of a Down is like that. Just
well, I wouldn't say System of a Down's thrash, but that's just an album. He played goddamn Toxicity every fucking day on repeat. So it's just like
I wouldn't count System of a Down as thrash.
No, I don't count it as thrash, but that's just what we were listening to, hanging out in his room.
Your Anthrax, or your Pantera.
Yeah, he was big into those bands as well.
Thrash metal.
His biggest favorite band was DRI.
Maybe old school Metallica thrash metal.
Oh yeah, we definitely jammed the Metal Militia all the fucking time.
But yeah, this movie it's just in such a weird void for me because like I don't have many complaints about it. The storyline, all of it seems like just fine and seems good, but there's nothing memorable about it. It's just a very watchable, forgettable movie all at the same time, which is weird. It sits in that space. It's very watchable. It's enjoyable to watch, but it's so forgettable too.
I think I have to agree with you.
And I don't have too many movies that fall in that space, which is weird. Usually you don't. Usually, if you watch a movie, it's memorable for a reason. This one is just you watch it and you like it, but it's not.
It's kind of more of a good time.
Yeah,
I think the soundtrack has a lot to do with it, though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say the soundtrack. I like the story of it. Like,
I think it's memorable to me, especially since like I remember watching a specific scene and I was like, "What the fuck movie is that? I need to figure it out."
Yeah, like when they hop in the elevator, I knew Pina Colada was going to play, even after not watching the movie for like 15 years. I was like, "Oh, Pina Colada Rain's about to play."
Same thing with me when Lex is like behind like the Kiss. I don't even know where the fuck he's at. Like I know it's like backstage kinda, but it's not even like backstage. It's like roadieing. He's not even being a roadie. He's just trying to hide that he's trying to sneak somewhere. But I remembered that Ramones play during that scene. Like,
well, yeah,
that's
you're more
what
in
I
the
remember.
soundtrack of this movie. But like, if we were going to make memes out of this movie, what memes would you make?
What memes would I make?
I mean, I'd shake your wee wee's one, but if you're that's what I'm saying. Like, the movie doesn't have a lot of memorable moments to me, anyways.
Definitely this part where he gets.
Well, I like this part because the movie sets itself up in a lot of good ways.
I was gonna kind of bring that up a little bit. I was like, maybe the meme part would be like, "Oh, those kids, they stole our tickets. They got my wallet and shit." But that's not really like a meme either. But like, this worked perfectly. Yeah, that's super cartoony.
Yes, it is. But he's the big tough guy. What's he called?
Trip.
Chongo.
Yeah, the big guy, Chongo.
But you can make a meme out of that. You can make a meme out of goddamn anything. But the movie sets itself up pretty good for the ending. Like, it does build itself in layers to have storylines unfold pretty good. And pretty fast, too, because this is a fast-paced movie. Stuff happens quick.
Yeah.
I know. I thought we were at the end of the movie at like what was it, like 40-minute mark?
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, they're already at the concert?
Like
That's
knew-
like what I remembered. I remember
Yeah.
the movie ends at the concert and they showed up. I was like, what the fuck? This is already over?
But
I forgot they split up in 4 different ways to try to go get their fucking tickets.
But the movie set this up. Like his mom told him you're going to be here tonight. In the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like she said, you're on your own. You're on your own tonight. You're on the honor system. I'm going out tonight to do this. And she said that at the beginning of the movie, when she's in his room. That's why she's here.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, like the movies does explain itself well. Like I don't see movies do that often. Like just explain everything, and if you didn't catch it, you weren't paying attention. But and then it builds up on itself well because of that.
Yeah, that was a big shocking moment when they see each other. Like he knew he was in fucking trouble.
It literally makes me think of the South Park movie. When Kyle sees his mom, fucking like, oh fuck.
But this speech right here is good.
Yeah,
This
that's
is-
probably
this-
like one of the best lines in this movie.
Because
when he's
he-
like
you
ripping
know,
into his mom, and she's actually coming around a little bit too.
Well, yeah, she's getting the understanding that she shouldn't be so protective of him. But he kind of gives her love too, because that's the only parent that cares about their child is her. She's not. She is the quote unquote villain, but she's not actually evil in any kind of way.
You know what? I get why you say coming of age story now. This scene right here is the coming of age.
Like standing up to your parents.
Yes. Just like Kyle had to do in the South Park movie. Like Cartman's like, Kyle, you gotta stand up to your mom and tell her she's a fucking bitch. And he does. He actually does. But she winds up still shooting Terrence and Phillip anyway. But she actually comes around. She's like, oh.
Well, after you said what was going on, love me as your child. But
And
she's
he's all like,
probably
I
the
only got 2 years left, and I'm out of your fucking house. All you gotta
Yeah.
do is light some fucking candles, say kumbaya, and you're fucking good for the night, bitch.
Yeah, but she's probably the best parent out of all the kids' parents. Even though she's by herself, but she cares more for her kid than the other kids. It's true, because the other kids are all fucking around, doing drugs, jamming in the basement. Like, that's not how you raise kids. What the fuck?
What's wrong with jamming in the basement doing drugs, Ian?
That's not would you want Ash to be doing that?
I mean, as long as it's just weed.
And sporting leads to forking.
And if he fucking wants to... Excuse me, what?
Sporting leads to forking.
What the fuck?
Weed is a
forking?
gateway drug.
We're not doing hot knives over here, all right?
Weed's a gateway drug. You start doing the weed, and it's not good for a young mind either. Weed is not good for kids.
I don't know. If anything, I just want him to be in the basement jamming to something.
But weed's not good for kids. You shouldn't want your kid to smoke or accept your kid smoking weed just because.
Well, we all did, didn't we?
Just because it is not good for brain development. So later on in life,
my brain's fine, right?
Later on in life, you can smoke weed and it actually doesn't hurt your brain's done growing, so it doesn't affect it. But in your early teens, it actually it is not good for your brain to do that because
Probably why I don't remember anything.
Yeah, you didn't eat enough blueberries, bud. But yeah, that is not good. You shouldn't want your kid to be smoking weed.
Well, I don't want them to, but
and it leads to other nefarious things, It does.
Fucking way she goes, bud.
No, it's not the way she goes. Okay?
It kind of is, though.
You shouldn't.
It happened to us. It happened to our parents.
Son of a bitch. Okay, listen. God damn it, Tyler.
Punk rock.
You shouldn't. I mean, my grandma would. She found my weed pipe. She knew I drank. She didn't. That was chill for her. She didn't care. I was in high school. That's just what kids did to her. I used to come home trash. I'd be like, "Oh, you're home? Go ahead, go sleep. I got some supper in there for you." And I was like, "Okay, Grandma, you're half in the bag too, so that's cool." It's like, okay, go on. My mom would not accept that shit. She'd be like, "You're fucking drunk. Is this weed?" Way more strict than my grandma? Weird, right?
Parents usually are more than grandparents, though.
Well, I get it because my mom's raising me, and my grandma has already raised fucking kids that did that shit. She's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, she's like, I'm done.
Well, it's not even
I'm
that
gonna
she's.
influence your bad habits, kid.
It's not even that
make
she's.
your mom worry.
It's not even that she's done. It's just she's just like that's what teenagers do.
I mean, it is what teenagers.
You might
do,
as well
though.
let them do it.
That's exactly.
But are you home? Are you gonna call me when you're not home? Let me know you're safe. That's about it.
Of course, they're not going to.
But
I never
like
did.
you know that my grandparents already raised kids. Just let me know where you are tonight. I don't give a what the fuck you're doing there. Do whatever. Get drunk. Get high. As long as it's weed and alcohol, you're fine.
That's how it is. That's how it was.
And it's true in a sense because like, but you shouldn't want your kid to do it.
Well, no, you never want your kid to fucking do it. Honestly, obviously too, but it's going to happen.
Yeah. So you can take two perspectives. You can take it from how my grandparents raised me to be like, we need to know you're safe, and we need to know where you are, and we need to know when you're coming home. Or you can be like my mom and just be super strict and be like, yeah, no, fuck that. You ain't leaving tonight.
Right.
You ain't drinking. You ain't smoking. I'm going to do it anyways. It's true. But
And like, that's why, like, I was like, Lynn Shay's not really the villain because she's not like, what to me, what makes
well,
her
she's the villain because she's burned the tickets, right?
I mean, that's the biggest sin.
She
of all time.
she put him in that fucking school.
The ashtray in the school, which
Yep.
is wild. There's ashtrays in schools.
And you know that's she's the only villain arc in this movie besides the dudes that beat up him in the gas station.
Yeah.
And
Really?
the
Yeah.
Guido guys too.
Oh, I forgot all about those fucking dudes.
But like she's the main villain though.
And like, you are right. She is like the best parent because she does care about her son. And like, I guess like for me, because I don't like religion shit, I know this is 1978. Like, I get.
You don't like mainstream religion. That's fine.
I just don't like religion in general. I hate religion.
I don't think you like mainstream religion. I
No,
don't think
I
you
don't.
hate all religion. I don't think you hate all religion.
No, I hate all religion.
I don't think you. I don't believe you.
Why?
I don't think you hate religion that's not shoved in your face. You hate religion that's shoved in your face. You hate religion that's shoved on people. If you saw somebody practicing their own religion by themselves, not bothering you, I don't think you'd hate it. You'd be like, yeah, guy.
No, I'd leave them be because that's on them.
But you wouldn't
believe
hate
what
what they believe. You wouldn't hate what they believe. They would believe it in peace.
Maybe decently fair, but like.
You hate Christianity because it was pushed in your face. You hate Christianity because you view Christians as judgmental people and they put their judgments on you. That's why you don't like religion, and that's fair.
I also don't like religion because I just believe in and follow false idols and prophets and shit like that. Like, it's just so brainwashed sheep, in my opinion. And I feel like religion has caused more damage on our planet than any good. Like, there's good in religion. I can see that. For the people that do really do it for good, those are the people I leave alone. I leave those people alone. I don't go and attack them for whatever. For the people that go batshit insane over their shit, that's the people I'm attacking. Like, shut the fuck up,
Well,
dude.
most Christians don't, right? And most Christians don't shove their beliefs in people. Most Christians don't go around.
Christians are the ones I believe that do it the most.
No, I mean, if Muslims are the most radical religion, they nowadays they murder the most. They're the most radicalized religion, and they're the most scary by far because their beliefs are radicalized with violence.
See, another reason I don't like religion either. Because of shit like that. Just
Christ-
like why I don't like sports.
Christians, you have a lot of Christians that pretend and they judge people. They think they're in a higher place because of the way they act and their faith. But they're not actually practicing their faith. They're not actually being very Christian with their actions and their thoughts. But Christianity donates more to charity than anybody else. They feed more homeless people than anybody else. There's a lot of good Christians doing a lot of good stuff out there. Do I think they're right in their belief in Christ? No, that book has been subverted in so many different ways.
Definitely.
By man, and there's it's not God's not going to send you to hell. You're not going to hell.
No one's going to fucking hell because they don't exist.
God's not this vengeful thing in the sky that judges. I mean, the book, the God that's in the book is obviously written by man because it's vengeful. It makes no sense.
And those are the people I don't like.
However, I do believe in the hidden testaments that were buried and got burned. The Book of Judas and all that. That stuff is intriguing, and I believe that's more correct to the point. But that's for a different topic for a different day.
Fair cop.
But Jesus was real.
I believe that. I believe he was a real person.
He's in all three books too. The
He might have been
Torah,
fucked in the
the
head,
Bible,
but he was a
and
real
the
person.
and the Quran. He's in all three books. But what they teach about what Jesus taught is a complete lie. None of that is even close to what Jesus taught.
Damn, you're almost making me want to change my pick again. Make me want to pick a Monty Python movie.
Because he says in the other scripts, if anybody tells you that if there's a heaven above, they're lying. Heaven is within you. It's very interesting. There's a bunch of scripture they found. This Testament of Judas is one of them. Judas is actually one of his most understanding followers. There is the Testament of Mary, who is not a whore. They rewrit that. But again, we're way off topic. Sorry.
Yeah.
I've been looking.
It can go long ways. I want to touch on the last 5 minutes of this movie, like how it all gets wrapped up.
And they wrap it up pretty nice.
Yeah, they do.
Like I like the way they built the story on top of itself, real quick. But
I just like how desperate they got at the last 5 minutes to beat each other up. Like, they all knew that they were desperate.
Yeah, they said, fuck it. They had money, they just couldn't buy tickets. So,
Right.
yeah. I like how they look at each other like, well, we got to beat the shit out of each other and say our tickets got stolen.
It worked out so good that, like, they kicked each other's ass. They told the guy at the concession, hey, we got beat up for our tickets. And then it so happens that the guy that tripped got his ass, or got punched in the ribs or stomach.
Again, building a story on top of itself.
Yeah, right. He's like, hey, they stole my wallet. And then he's like, oh, they stole his wallet.
I like how I like how it's the 70s and like the cops didn't get called for like battery. They just get like, hey, give him that guy back his tickets. What are you doing? And they're like, cool. They're like, yeah, which he should be because he did try to rob a little kid.
Right.
Yeah. Also, I want to point out the beginning of this movie since it just started over. She pulls out the Carpenter's collection.
He was hiding it.
Why would you hide it in the Carpenters?
Because his mom doesn't like fucking like Kiss, but like yeah, he should have hid it in his room.
But she likes the Carpenters, so why would you hide Kiss in your mom's like favorite fucking?
God damn it!
vinyl stash?
You blew the first plot hole in this goddamn movie. I can't explain. You son of a bitch! It was good up until now. You ruined it.
Hey, if you didn't replay the movie, I would have not even thought about it.
God damn it! Yep. You're right.
Honestly, like. All right, what CD did I had Eminem. My mom did not ever want me to listen to Eminem, so I had to hide that shit. Why would I go put that with her fucking
What did
Red
your
Hot
mom
Chili
like about
Peppers?
Eminem? Was she like it's like angry music or?
Dude, I was like.
It's probably just rap. She didn't. Like,
I was like 7, 8 years old. She did not want me listening to Eminem.
She just probably thought it was rap. Like, that's probably not good.
The way this movie starts off, though, is like
my mom
perfect,
likes like
though.
R&B and hip hop and shit. So
That's
I
not
don't
rap.
think so.
That's not like R&B and hip hop, not violent. Eminem, violent. Difference.
I mean, fair.
Would you say that this movie starts off perfectly with like the vibe it's giving off?
Dude, no complaints, but like very few compliments, dude. This movie's so weird.
I agree. I really agree. It's so hard to like actually like sit here and like critique or like praise
Like
anything in this
it
movie.
falls in.
Like I will say, I love that these kids are just jamming out in the because it reminds me of me being 15 with my first band and shit, just jamming in the basement. And yeah, these kids sound like shit, but at least they're doing it.
It just falls in a line.
And like
where
I sounded like shit when I was 15.
They're
like,
just having
yeah.
fun. They got the sparklers going on.
You
Exactly,
gotta
dude.
learn. You're gonna suck before you're good.
Exactly. That's why like I don't hate this. That's why I kind of like love this intro of them just and like I know they're probably not playing guitar, but someone is shittily playing a solo sounding like Detroit Rock City and it's not bad. Like it suits it's the it's the purpose for the movie.
The movie is so unique in the way that it hits me. I'm just like a little bit above meh. Like I can't call it bad. It's not bad. There's nothing I don't enjoy about it, but there's nothing great about it. It's so weird. It falls in this like gray space.
Same. I agree.
Like, nah. What the fuck? How did you do it? Because I can't nail why it's that way.
And it's like I know that a lot of people love this movie too. Like that's how I've come across this movie because everyone, like not everyone, but like if you at least are a fan of rock and roll,
If you're a fan of
classic rock
Kiss.
and roll.
This is the best Kiss movie.
Yeah, I would have to. I mean,
You haven't even
I
seen
didn't
the
know
other one,
about
but
the
don't
other
watch
Kiss
it.
movie, so I guess. But I thought this was the only Kiss movie except for Role Models, I guess. But
Oh, Kiss came out with a movie where they go to outer space. Been over before. Trash.
Tyler, I know you usually do this, but I pulled up some trivia.
Yeah, dude.
what you got, dude? Yeah,
So
hit me with it.
Kiss reenacted a 1970s era concert with over 3,000 fans for the movie, which is
Was
kinda
that for the
obvious,
ending of the
yeah.
movie?
Yeah,
Because
it's
that's the
pretty-
only spot they're in the movie is the
Yeah.
very end.
And this film was the first film to be released on DVD before VHS.
I did actually
No
look
shit.
at that trivia. Yeah, this is the very first DVD to ever be put out, I guess.
And then Gene Simmons handpicked Natasha
Leon.
Yeah, to play Christine.
Of course he did.
The fuck was Christine?
Natasha Leon, the chick from American Pie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something we should bring up. So two characters are named after Kiss songs. Fucking Beth, the girl that Jeremiah falls in love with and stuff. And then Natasha Leon, who is Christine, after the two songs Beth and Christine 16.
No shit though. The first DVD movie did we put on DVD?
Yeah, that's I mean
Quite the honor.
1999, so it makes sense. It's around that turn of that century right there, from VHS to DVD.
1990. I wouldn't have a DVD player for another.
Digital video disc.
I wouldn't have another one until like at least 92, 93.
Also, hold on. So that record was in the trash. How did the needle come down and start playing Love Gun? I'm just saying.
Just so it could start playing.
I know.
Oh, dude, yeah, let go of that one. All right, you already got your one. You won't get another.
Listen, I'm just.
Hey, you know, even the first one, is skeptical. Maybe his mom was coming home and he hit it. All right, that's it. We need context.
I'm just reaching, okay? I'm looking for stuff to talk about. I'm reaching, okay? That's all I'm doing. I'm trying to find stuff to talk about.
And we haven't even talked about Kiss. Like, Kiss was so big. You got to give them their credit. They were a huge band during this time. Like, it's way past our time, so we never got to see it. But Kiss was huge. Like, their merchandising.
Hold on, there was punk rockers turn our kids into Nazis? Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck you.
We haven't seen a band that got probably as big as Kiss since Kiss. Like, just widely accepted, like...
Listen, you guys can say whatever you want to me, but, like, in my honest opinion, I'm not just saying this because it's my favorite band and shit, but in my opinion, I think, like, the biggest rock band of the modern age that we live in right now that would be compared to Kiss or even, like, AC/DC and stuff like that
Kiss was bigger than AC/DC, though.
would be Green Day. I think Green Day is the modern Kiss, in a way.
I don't think they.
It's pretty modern, but I feel like
Respectfully,
a lot of people just don't.
Respectfully, yeah.
respectfully, I don't think they even matched what Kiss was during that time. Like the popularity of Kiss between a lot of people, not just
Well, if you go back to 2004 for Green
I was
Day,
in 2004. I got to live that. I mean, Green Day was
I mean, I'm
was a
saying.
thing, and they were big, but like Kiss big for how crazy popular they were. I don't think Green Day touches that because they.
But also, you got to remember, Kiss is just one of the earliest rock bands they ever.
Well, I
like,
know,
come-
but
but I'm talking about like what modern rock band today is as big.
like I could say Linkin Park was
we can-
bigger than Green Day, and that might be true.
I think it's slightly true because of the new metal
But
wave
like
and
we've
shit.
never had a band like that's why I'm saying we never had a band like reach the heights of popularity like Kiss did between all things.
I'm
like,
saying I think that's Green Day. Like, but put all my love aside of Green Day. Like, for real, for like rock and roll history and just rock and roll in general. Like, fuck the punk side of
Well,
Green Day. Fuck the punk rock shit.
after,
But for pure rock and roll,
after the 70s and like 80s, like after that, I mean it's Nirvana in the 90s.
Nirvana is definitely in the 90s of.
But
Definitely.
then after that, why a band hasn't made it as big as Nirvana or Kiss is because in the 2000s that we become a subculture, not the culture.
Yep.
So nothing gets as big because it can't, because now we're a subculture, not the culture.
But I literally think Green
That's
Day
why
broke out
rappers-
of the subculture
that's why rappers
and
are-
became the culture now.
Yeah, like-
now. I'm talking about right now, 2026. Not.
Well, even in the
Not back
2000s,
then.
rap starts to take over the mainstream, and now that's the popular music. So like, you can give 2010 or the
But we're not talking
early
about rap.
2000s.
We're talking about rock and roll. Put rap and all
But
that.
rock and
Just
roll-
straight rock and roll.
Rock and roll can never reach the heights it once was because it's not the popular music anymore.
And the only band that can do it is Green Day right now.
I don't think it was Green Day, or I don't think it was anybody really after the grunge era. I don't think anybody really like you can be that in a subculture now, but now the mainstream
For
is-
the late 90s, I would say Blink-182.
no, it was rap artists.
I'd say rap
was
is
Nelly,
more
like
of the
thong
early
to thong,
2000,
thong, thong.
early mid 2000s became that,
Because
I think.
because they now that's a subculture thing, like it doesn't reach the billboards, you know what I'm saying? It
Green Day
doesn't
did reach billboards though.
I feel like we just have way too many genres nowadays.
We
that-
kind of do. That's
well,
the other
no, but
problem.
rap is still the main genre. That's most of the billboards or your
Honestly, for mainstream, I wouldn't even say it's like rap. It's like fucking like
or pop songs. Yeah.
mumblecore or not even mumblecore.
Well,
but
whatever
like-
you want to call the rap, the mumble rap, whatever it is.
Yeah, mumble.
But-
yeah, I'm thinking mumble gore is
But after
a
the
horror
'90s, it is rap that takes the mainstream. So that
It is. It definitely is.
So we can't have like the rock band or a metal band take the mainstream because like they can't reach where Kiss was because it's just not mainstream anymore.
But that's what I'm saying. The only band that I know that does reach the mainstream is Green Day right now.
Well, there's a lot of bands that reach the height of Green Day though.
I mean, there are, but like, how many actually get played on the radio constantly?
Well, I mean
like modernly, like Weezer. You could say Weezer, but I don't. hear a
No,
lot of
Green
Weezer
Day was bigger
songs.
than Weezer.
Definitely.
But like Linkin Park, I would like to say was bigger than Green
And like
Day.
I said, like I'm not saying fuck the punk shit. Like fuck the punk. I'm talking
I'm
about
talking
just
about all
straight
rock bands,
rock
yes.
and roll.
or metal, all of it combined. I don't think it's just not mainstream.
Well, then
enough
if we
to-
want to go with the metal, I would say even above Green Day would be Metallica.
But Metallica had already reached past their peak in
See, same thing.
now.
Yeah, same
So
thing with Green
so
Day
you get
too.
to 2010 and Metallica is that's old now.
Same thing with like
It can never
same.
be as popular as like Kiss was then, like because the Kiss was the mainstream music other than disco.
Yes.
So like we can't get back there again because we are
And like unfortunately,
metal punk rock. That's all subculture stuff.
I was about to say,
That's all
unfortunately,
clicked.
it never will. It never will be like that.
I wouldn't
again.
say never will. History repeats itself, and
I mean, true.
I can't say never will because we're always going to be a form of music, and that can blow up. You know, no reason why I can't. The next generation chooses. If the next generation chooses that this rap is lame and I like the metal music or I like the punk rock music, boom, blows up. That's all it takes.
It
They
really
pick.
is.
It's just whatever's popular. Rap music will eventually become the subculture again. It's just a matter of time. What takes over?
I kind of feel like it already sort of is. Although I don't listen to the radio, so I don't really know what.
Like, you know, in the 2000s, fucking what was playing on the radio? A bunch of millennial fucking folk music.
In the 2000s?
Yeah, dude, that shit was all the rage. Like, you know, I'm talking about that millennial fucking folk music, hipster rock.
No. See, when I think of like the turning point millennial, like 99, 2000, I mostly think new metal. I think of Korn, Slipknot, Limp Bizkit, Linkin
Yeah,
Park.
yeah, that's 90s though. That is 90s, and it did bleed in for us.
That's
into
late
that.
90s, 2000s. That was like the mainstream shit. But then like by like 2002, 2003, I feel like the rap genre really took over the mainstream.
But like metal rock is probably bigger overall. This kind of stuff.
I guess. I wouldn't.
This stuff is huge.
And here's the thing: music is so subjective as well.
Yes, but all I'm referring to is music is very subjective. All I'm referring to is what is the amount of people listening to the amount of what?
Exactly.
That's it.
But like my
And most people
original
listen to
point
rap.
is like the biggest rock band in the world currently. Who would it be? In my brain, it is Green Day. They just literally played the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They played the pre-Super Bowl.
But still, I mean, yeah, because that has Bad Bunny for the fucking.
Yeah.
But still.
Well, it ain't Kid Rock, that's for sure. Bro, I was listening to an 80s playlist on Spotify and fucking Sweet Home Alabama popped up and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, this ain't fucking 80s. I'm like, why the fuck is this on here?
That's not.
Is Green Day rock?
Like modern Green Day to me is more rock and roll than punk rock. They still have a punk rock attitude and vibe, but they are more rock and roll now than they are actually punk rock.
I don't think they'd be the biggest rock band. One of the bigger punk bands, sure.
Well, they're the biggest mainstream rock and roll band, in my opinion.
But they're very mainstream, yes.
Yeah, I don't think anybody else compares to Green Day
Nowadays.
Like, if you really think about it, like...
I'd have to see numbers, but...
Like what you were saying...
Like, AC/DC could still be bigger, you know.
I mean, they are, but they're nearly dirt dead.
Yeah.
But they could still be bigger if they're on tour.
Honestly,
you know?
they're still doing shows, too, yeah.
Yeah.
They are.
So AC/DC would be bigger than Green Day still, just because the legend, you know. Not that Green Day doesn't have their legend, but, like, fucking AC/DC.
I mean, you could say that with Kiss if they still continued shit. You could say that with, like...
AC/DC bigger than Kiss.
You could say that with, who else is, like, still around?
And Metallica's
you know, you could
metal,
say
but
Guns N' Roses if they're still around.
Yeah, Axel fat as fuck, but yeah.
Motley Crue if they were still around.
Twisted Sister. I don't know. Twisted Sister's kind of down there, but...
Isn't,
By numbers, it's hard to tell, though.
It is.
And
But-
even if you get numbers, the problem with statistics is...
I'm just going by, like, because I love classic rock and roll and shit. And I know Green Day is majorly influenced from classic
Green
rock
Day's a
and
big
roll.
band, and probably the top of punk rock, and they probably have been for a while.
They have been.
Just on popularity, like they're probably the most popular punk rock band. I can't say the most popular rock band because that gets convoluted pretty quick.
I mean, I get what you're saying right there. The most popular rock band? Probably not.
Most popular
But
punk band? Yes.
For modern bands that are still touring and doing shit.
AC/DC is.
Yeah, but how good are they anymore? Like
Doesn't matter.
Green Day can still fucking rock.
But Green Day is probably the most popular punk band around. Just on main, they're the best.
But I think they're still just the most popular band presently.
I want to say no, but I mean,
But I also wanna-
nothing immediately comes to mind too.
That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, no one else comes to mind. Like, put aside My Love, put aside all that shit of Green Day that I feel for Green Day. But as a straight up just rock and roll
But
for 2026?
I can't take it off its face that it's true, but it makes sense, yes.
Yeah, okay. As long as you're on that page with me. That's what I'm just trying to get to.
No, they're up there.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
But if I actually thought about it, but like I said, statistics are the tricky thing.
Because like technically Metallica's still around.
Metallica's metal.
And they could be.
They're not
but
rock.
like
They're not rock. They're metal.
I don't think they're as big as Green Day at this point right now.
Well, I would say
Like they could be, and they still are in a way.
I would say yes because it's Metallica has reached a vast amount of people.
That's true too.
And they've had a longer time to do it. Even if they're still not touring or playing the same way they do, the legacy and the spread they have is something Green Day is gonna have a hard time catching up to. Just the amount of years that hit,
Not presently, maybe like 20 years ago, yeah. But presently, I think it's nearly almost the same.
Here's the thing: Green Day can never be as widespread as Metallica.
They are though.
Well, they are maybe in America.
No, hell no. Trust me.
But I can't say
they are huge in South America. They are huge.
I can't
in
say
Japan.
that like Green Day is bigger than Metallica.
See, I don't know if I could fight that argument either. I'd say Metallica is probably bigger than Green Day still.
But this movie, though.
Well, this movie is what sparked this conversation. Just because of what Kiss is going on in 1978.
And Black Sabbath isn't punk rock. Let's.
I said.
Don't break a chair now.
I didn't break the chair.
But.
I got more facts on the movie.
Dude, do more facts.
Throw them out, because maybe it's something to talk about.
And why we're having a hard time staying on the top of this movie is just the movie's just in such a gray space. I have nothing to say about it, other than I liked watching it. But like, the points of this movie to talk about are just like
rock and roll. It's just we just want to talk about rock and roll.
And it's cool to see like the '90s happen. The shit we used to be able to do in movies. That's cool.
Well, we kind of got away with some of this shit still when we were in high school, even.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is like the shit they could say in this movie, the narratives they give in this movie, and the actions they do in this movie, are not acceptable in today's movies. This movie could not be made today.
Well, we might find out in 2 months when Scary Movie comes out.
They won't push it, I guarantee.
Oh, they're pushing it, dude. They're definitely pushing it.
Not like this, because what they were doing wasn't even pushing it. They were on some Porky level shit in this movie.
A little bit, but
they told the line, and it was calm for this day and age.
And I can't say this about the new Scary because we obviously haven't seen it yet. But like,
I don't think they're pushing shit.
I know it's Marlon Wayans directing this movie.
I think it'll be funny, but I don't think they're pushing like these kind of narratives.
I mean, well,
like the bitches in the car, they're like gonna suck all our dicks. That shit is not cool.
Because the only thing I can think of from Scary Movie so far I've seen from the trailer is when Ghostface stabs the girl in the subway, and a woman is like, "Oh my God, she stabbed her," and the girl's like being stabbed, dying and shit, and she's more worried about her pronouns and being stabbed and shit like that. Like,
yeah, you can poke fun like that, and that's fine. That's poking fun at which is now the comic.
Well, people have been pissed about that. I'm like, dude, lay off.
Well,
that's funny. That's funny.
That's
You're
not
more
poking
worried about
fun
pronouns
at
and being dead.
Like, that's now more poking fun at the which is that's the counterculture, because that stuff is now the culture. It is now the culture. So, as much as they want to act like they're counterculture, no, that is now the culture. You are what is socially acceptable. You get to ban people. So now you are the culture. You can't call yourself the counterculture anymore. You are the culture.
Yeah.
So now counterculture comes for you. You can cry about it, but it's counterculture. That's what we do.
South Park.
And people poke fun at counterculture. You're gonna have it.
Well, you gotta have it, dude. You gotta have that.
Well, there has to be debate. We won't get anywhere without debate.
Well, no, there needs to be shit poked at and made fun of. Like,
Yeah.
there needs to be comedy. We can't just live in
Well,
this
all this
world.
shit's a joke. Don't take anything seriously.
Exactly, dude.
Hey, let people live how they want to live.
Exactly.
Don't fuck with that. But people are gonna make jokes, and they're
Suck
just jokes.
it up or fucking
They're just jokes.
buckle up, I guess. I don't fucking know.
I don't get too many jokes told on me because I'm a libertarian, but the only joke is this political system.
Fair.
Libertarians hate both of you. We both think you're ridiculous.
What else can we bring up?
Dude,
guys?
this...
I got more facts.
Bring up some facts, Bob. Let's see
All
if
right.
we
Yeah,
can
we're
talk
scratching
about
on
it.
this.
All right.
I mean,
We kind of are. I'm ready to circle around.
I'm happy you picked the movie, but like just because it's such an anomaly to my brain.
Same. It's like it's nothing to pick apart. It's
Yeah,
just-
it ties itself up. I can't even find any loopholes, but like me.
All right. Well, much of the memorabilia that's used in this film is from Gene Simmons's
Of
personal
course it is.
collection.
Of course it is.
There's a deleted scene. Hawk told Amanda that he never knew his mother because she died while giving birth to him. This could explain why he yells at Trip and Lex for making fun of each mother's in the beginning of the movie.
Okay. Well, there's Dan's shitty parents thing, so I guess he doesn't have any parents.
The original cut of the film was over 3 hours long. Damn!
Holy fuck!
Really
What the
cut it
fuck
down.
did they cut the fuck out of this movie then? Because
Like
what,
we got to fit it on these new DVDs.
what, an hour and a half movie, almost like a 90-minute movie.
How much could you fit on a DVD back then?
Fair.
Because those things, Titanic is 4
And apparently
discs.
this is the first movie to go on DVD and shit.
Titanic
so.
is 4 discs.
Titanic was 2 VHSs. I remember that shit.
And well, can you fact check me on that? How many discs was Titanic? How many DVDs did it come on? Was it 4?
I don't know.
I would
think it
assume
was
2.
Maybe just
Yeah.
one.
Nah.
I mean, Peter Jackson's King
I don't
Kong
think
is
so.
3 hours long. Okay, even better yet, Peter Jackson's fucking extended versions of Lord of the Rings, each of them are like fucking 6 hours long on
Because
one disc.
back in the day, Spartacus was multiple discs, multiple DVDs. So you got to think we may have not been able to optimize a DVD as good as we can now.
I mean, that's probably fair as well, because the extended and all that stuff didn't come out until like very much later.
Yeah, so Titanic was a 2 disc still.
So yeah, I figured it would be a 2 disc. You got anything else over there, Bob?
Yeah, the word fuck, fucking, or fucker are said 83 times.
That's nothing compared to Trailer Park Boys. That's weak numbers. That too.
Edward Furlong auditioned for the role of Trip.
I could see that.
What the fuck? The basset hound that brings Lex the Frisbee appeared in a number of television commercials for Maytag appliances.
Okay. Okay.
On the exterior wall of the nightclub, It's Raining Men,
Yeah.
above the red entrance awning is a larger than life picture of a well-built naked man with a glowing, glittering star covering his genitals. The head on the cutout is that of director Adam Rifkin. It's his cameo. The film was shot in Canada.
That's pretty funny.
And acting in front of the camera would have violated his work visa.
That's wild.
The song that Jam's mom is humming to herself before she hears Kiss music on the record player in the beginning of the film is "We've Only Just Begun" by the Carpenters.
Oh, of course. No shit. Because she was trying to put on the Carpenters. And then Kiss came on.
Oh, this is a cool one. The band Mystery is a logo used in the skateboard company Mystery Skateboards.
Dude, you know what? I thought that looked kind of familiar.
Yeah, I picked that up.
I'm
but
surprised.
I wasn't sure if it was like the same thing. Because this movie came out like long before that company even came out, so
Well, they probably got the idea from the movie.
maybe. What the fuck? This movie gives a nod to A Nightmare on Elm Street when a crucifix is seen in Jam's room hanging at 45-degree angle.
I
over
noticed
the
that
simulator
actually.
to the
Should have
one
called
in
it out if you
Nancy's
noticed it.
room.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Well, I didn't know it was a callback to Nightmare on Elm Street, but I noticed the cross hanging in his fucking room.
Lynn Shay was in Nightmare on Elm Street.
She was?
That's what it says.
Which one?
It says both films star Lynn Shay, and both were released by New Line Cinema.
She was not in the first one.
It says 1984, A Nightmare on Elm Street.
What? No way. I know that movie pretty well, and Lynn Shay is not in that movie. There's no way. There's no way she's in Nightmare on Elm Street. If I'm wrong, holy fuck, that's wild then. But I'm pretty positive she's not in that movie. Alright, well, it kind of sounds like we're winding down here.
Yeah, I don't really. Wait. When Trip gets punched by Chongo, he is attached to a harness with a wire that was pulling him off his feet by a pulley that was digitally edited out, and the brick wall is actually made of rubber.
Oh, go figure.
Yeah,
I could have figured all that out myself.
this movie's it was kind of slapstick in a way, very lightly, but still there.
Alright. Let me find my pen and we'll do final thoughts, scores, and recommendations. Where did my pen go? You son of a bitch.
You bitch, you son of a bitch.
Bobby, would you like to give the final thoughts?
Nope.
First or last?
Never. No, I'm just kidding. I'll go last.
I like to do that when I'm the picker of the movie, so I can get all the points. Because sometimes these last points, we bring up some good thought, good retrospective.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I seen Tyler wearing that ring today. I was like, what?
No, not that ring. Not my ring, that ring.
Oh, yeah. I usually never see you wear rings though.
That's just my
Is it
ring.
on the soundboard? It is. I see it.
There.
Is that it?
What's up? I got a ring too.
I know I wrote down my Rotten Tomato scores. And that's the last thing I did with the pen. Dan, you got a pen.
There's a sock. I see a sock.
Where the fuck did that ring come from?
He found
That's
it
the one
on
I found on the couch. That's what I was talking about.
We found a ring. Doesn't belong to any of us.
I got a ring too though.
Sam, is this your ring? Tell us now. Put it in the comments below.
Don't take it wrong, Sam.
Okay, I really need a pen though.
What?
I remember this. Bro, what the fuck?
Honestly, I have a plan. I think. I got you. Yeah.
It's not in my pocket. Alright. Oh, it's blue. Is this blue? Let's say I really don't want to use a blue pen in this really nice. Alright, tight. Yeah, he's got me a pen.
Damn, Bob's coming in clutch.
Right on my fridge.
Oh, your pens or my pen?
No, yeah, it's right on my fridge.
Oh, okay.
They're taped on. I didn't even do it, so I didn't know.
Him?
Him used to be really big back in the day, too.
Yep.
I was never down with, like, him and all that, though.
I never really was either. Alright, I'll fuck with Motorhead. Fuck yeah.
Well, I was never... Green Day is,
I'll take
like,
it.
the high school anthem, though.
For me,
Green
it's-
Day, Fall Out Boy. I mean, not for me, but, like, I
hate
can't...
Fall Out Boy.
I can't hear those songs
We're
without
going
thinking
down,
about...
down.
We're going down swinging. Like, I can't hear those
That's
songs
the
without
only
thinking
song
about high
I
school.
like by them.
No, I was still a metalhead in high school.
I hate Uma Thurman, the song Uma Thurman by Fall Out Boy. Just because they play the Munsters theme song in that song, and it has no business being in a song called Uma
You're like,
Thurman.
only Rob Zombie gets to do that shit.
No, dude, fuck that movie. That movie sucks.
I mean, I was still a metalhead in high school.
It really does. That movie.
At least I'm consistent. At least you're consistent.
All right.
Can't call us posers now. We're like 30 and like.
Right. Who's going first?
Not me.
I'll go first.
All right, Dan. Final thought, score, recommendations.
I need to gather my thoughts.
This movie intrigues me in the way that it hit me in such a way that it's good. It's not below average. It's not a bad movie, but there seems to be nothing remarkable about it. But in some way, I enjoy watching the movie. How they did this is just beyond my understanding. Because usually we have benchmarks to like say this was bad or this was good. This movie is devoid of both. It's such an odd watch, but it is watchable. It's rewatchable on top of that, which makes it even odder. My brain can't get why. I can't narrow down why. So, on that thought, it's an incredible 6.5, and I don't know why. But impressive. The movie has me intrigued just on the way it left me. It's not supposed to leave this reaction. That's just my reaction from it, from reviewing it. If I were to not be reviewing this movie, it would just leave me in the same way. But since I'm reviewing it, I have to take a retrospective on it, and that's why it leaves me in a weird way. The movie does not intend to do so. I'm just taking a different retrospective on it because I am reviewing it.
It's fair.
All right, Tyler.
Nice.
Me? I'm gonna echo kind of the majority of what you said, Dan. But I'm just gonna throw in also banger soundtrack for sure. If you're just a rock and roll fan in general, I think you would like this movie. I mean, like, I'm not the biggest Kiss fan. I like Kiss enough. I like Kiss just for their what's the word I'm looking for? Their contribution to rock and roll in the 70s.
I Was Made for Loving You has the perfect fucking beat. If you don't believe me.
I was made for loving you, baby.
Because it gives you enough time to thrust in and enough time to come back.
That was their goal. All Kiss ever wrote was songs about
and
banging.
that's a song about loving women. But if you ever get the chance, fuck the Kiss. I Was Made for Loving You is the perfect fucking rhythm because you hit it hard enough and fast enough. Swear to God, it works. They got the rhythm down. they just follow that bass line and drum line, you're gonna fuck the shit out of the bitches that you can keep up with it.
Dan has tested this theory.
Dude, just listen to it.
Okay, killer soundtrack. Acting was fine. You know, I didn't have any problem. Lynn Shay obviously was.
Yeah, I'd say she killed that role. That was probably the best acting role.
She was the best actor in this movie.
The shaking with the
sure.
cigarette, everything. Like,
yeah.
Down to a T, she got
Even the way she was like, when she was yelling at him in the church and she's like shaking with the drumsticks.
Or even
and
at
shit.
the end when she produces tears in her eyes.
Yeah.
So like that she did have the best acting performance.
She was chain smoking like a motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
She
Probably didn't even
one
smoke.
right after the fucking last one.
But yeah, her acting was superb in this movie. Definitely the best acting performance. And nobody was a bad actor in this movie.
No, and that's fine.
Except for Gene Simmons being a bassist.
Yeah, right. Fuck Gene Simmons. Such a douche.
He's not a good bassist, but
he's just a douchebag.
Why is he? Hold on. Here we
haven't done
hold
this
on.
yet.
Why is Gene Simmons a dirtbag? What the fuck has Gene Simmons did to be a dirtbag?
Dirtbag? I didn't say dirtbag. I said a douchebag.
Why is he a douchebag though?
He just proclaims himself as like the king of rock and roll, and he's
Well,
fucking
I've never
not.
seen him do that.
Dude, he always does.
I mean, he sticks out his tongue and says he fucks bitches, but I've never seen.
I mean, that's fine.
I've never seen Gene Simmons like be like, "I'm the king of rock and roll."
I've,
when you
no,
better pull up a
I've-
story. You better
I've-
pull up something.
Like, okay, he doesn't come out and say.
Are
he's
you
the
getting
king
his
of,
projections
but
on that?
he fucking acts like he's the king of rock and roll.
Dude, no, he doesn't. He acts
Yes,
like
he does.
He acts like a fucking rock star because he is a rock star. Come on now, but he doesn't act
I mean,
like
that's fair. I will give you that. That's
he
fair.
doesn't act like he's fucking like better than other musicians. Though I've never seen Gene Simmons do
I don't know.
that.
He says people like fucking Wu-Tang and Ice Cube shouldn't be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Kind of makes sense. I get where he's coming from.
I get it too, but
that's a logical argument.
I don't know. I think that's completely different. I think they deserve to be in there. 'Cause
Why
I
do you think Wu-Tang and who else did you say?
like Ice Cube and shit like that?
Why are they in the Rock and
NWA?
Roll Hall of Fame? Is there not a rap Hall of Fame to put them in? What the fuck's going on here?
Well, it's still music.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We can make a rap.
Well, then no other band should be in there besides fucking like Cheap Trick, fucking Van Halen.
We can
Black Sabbath should even be in there then.
We can extend it to metal and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We can extend that to metal and grunge and punk rock. That all finds itself under the house,
I
right?
feel like it's just because they're bands,
But I mean,
rap groups are bands in a way.
they are bands, but they're not rock and roll, right?
But still, they deserve to be.
They
in there.
deserve their own place in their own house, though.
I just
because you're not rock and roll. You know what I'm saying?
But they influenced so much rock and roll, though. I actually watched this thing with Corey Taylor talking about this.
But what rock and roll songs have they made? What metal songs have they made? Like to that genre, to having a guitar and drums and all that.
I can't name that at all. But like,
I feel like
they have it.
Run
They haven't
DMC.
Yeah, Run DMC belongs in there too.
Why? What did Run DMC?
They did stuff with Aerosmith.
Yep.
Just because you did stuff with Aerosmith doesn't mean Public Enemy belongs in there because they did stuff with Anthrax.
Dude, Public Enemy definitely belongs in there.
No, that's just one song they get elaborated with. It doesn't give
and
you.
I'm not saying just because they did shit with the
we
band.
are way
like,
underrated.
I strongly believe rap groups should belong in.
Is
Rock
it just
and Roll
all?
Hall of Fame.
Is it just all bands then?
Yes, I agree.
So I mean, if this means all bands can be inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, then I'm just misunderstanding the name of Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Because it probably was formed in the goddamn '60s when rock and roll was the only thing
if this just if the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame just means great bands, fine, that's acceptable. But the name really fucks it up,
They should just call it like Music Hall of Fame or something.
That sounds
Yeah,
lame,
if they
though.
called it the Music Hall of Fame, it wouldn't be so misleading. But
But
you
it sounds
call it
lame.
But you call it the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That sounds awesome.
It gives an intent to what it is, right? And that's not what it is then, right? Because we're calling it the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, right?
Yes.
Why are we calling it the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and just letting any band in? That's confusing. It's just confusing.
I don't know. I think that
But
all artists deserve to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
not if they're not making rock
Well,
and
not
roll.
all
but-
artists. It depends on artists, but like.
But if
artists
every,
like that deserve to.
Maybe
If
it
every
should just be
band
called
that makes-
Music Artists Hall of Fame.
No,
or
that
something.
sounds gay.
Well, dude, it's the name Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is just misleading then too. That's not a proper name.
I don't think so.
I visited the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Because I think
It's in a place that doesn't exist called Ohio,
Right.
right next to that Brownsfield, right next to the football stadium. Brown
Another
Stadium.
place that doesn't exist.
I've been to a place that doesn't exist, and I visited the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. in a land that is called Ohio, a mystical land that doesn't exist. You know what's in there? A bunch of rock and roll stuff.
No, I know.
But just don't listen. You know what? I understand Gene Simmons complained about that. Go on. Why else is Gene Simmons a dick? Because I think you're coming at him all wrong.
Okay, you can think I come at him all wrong.
Well,
but-
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I don't think you have very valid points to call this guy a douche.
That's fine. I don't have to have valid points. I can have an opinion though, and I think he's a fucking douche.
Well, that's a douchebag opinion then. You're kind of a douchebag toward Gene Simmons.
That's cool. That's fine. I'll be a douche. I'm
Yeah, it's kind of
douche and
douchebag
proud.
toward Gene Simmons.
I'd rather be a douche than a turd sandwich.
He's not a turd sandwich.
Oh, he's a definite turd.
I mean, you can say like he sold out and he did disco.
I'm not even gonna say
there's
he
other
sold
reasons why
out.
Gene Simmons could be a douche.
I don't give a fuck if you sell out or not.
I do if I like.
Don't be
you.
a fucking douchebag.
He hasn't been a douchebag.
He is a douchebag.
Because they didn't want people that didn't do rock and roll not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That's
Like,
not my
shit-
only beef with
Well,
him.
you better say the other ones. Then you better be good.
He's just. I'm trying to think of him. God damn it.
Yeah.
Fucking. He's just. Just fuck Gene Simmons. I don't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're fucked up. you
Fuck you, dude.
just can't call him a douche and have no points. Fuck you.
Well, I don't fucking care enough about him to really have points.
Well, they just don't care about him. Don't call him a douche for no reason.
But he is a douche.
You just okay. Well, just don't care about him. But if you don't have good
He's
points,
like
you call him a
fucking
douche.
John Edwards. He's the biggest douche in the
I
universe.
don't know who John Edwards is.
You don't know who John Edwards is?
Yeah.
He's the dude that used to do cold readings on people back in the day.
No, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, that's a douche.
I think Neil deGrasse Tyson's kind of a douche.
He is kind of a douche.
I don't hate him or anything, but like
Yeah, I don't hate him either, but he is kind of a douche.
comes off in douchey ways.
Yeah, he really is.
He also explains science.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's like Gene Simmons. He's the same.
Oh no
fucking
no
way.
no! Do you want me to break down why I think Neil deGrasse Tyson is a douche? Because I have points there.
I mean-
why I think he's a douche. Do you want to hear the points?
Not really.
Okay, well at least I have points ready to go. Why I think he's a douche. So you see the difference here? Like I know why I think Neil deGrasse
That's
Tyson
cool.
is a douche. You don't know why you think Gene Simmons is a douche.
I don't know how to explain my reasons why.
What
but
the fuck is that? Then it,
'cause my brain's retarded. That's why.
well, I mean, your opinions are your opinions. Fine. I mean,
Exactly.
given.
A douche is a douche, and
But
a turd
I mean,
sandwich
you,
is a turd
you
sandwich.
say words against a man, you should have reasons.
Well, he's still a douche.
I don't think he's a douche.
He could just have his opinions on.
He sure
Not
can have his
liking him.
opinions, and I'm not arguing his opinions. I just want to hear why he thinks he's a douche.
Fred Durst is a bit of a douche, but I like him still.
Dude, why is Fred Durst a douche?
You can't. Quote, give me something to break and set this whole place on fire.
Yeah, he set
Chocolate
Woodstock on fire in
starfish.
1999. What's up, baby? That's kind of badass.
And the hot dog flavored water.
I mean, I'm sure. If
Oh, yeah, he did start that shit, didn't he?
Yeah, because
That's such a douche move.
the chocolate flavored starfish and the hot dog flavored water. That shit was funny. He's just talking about butt water. Whatever, get
Dude,
over it.
I won't lie. There's a lot of people I like that I think are douches, but
Well, just have reasons. Goddamn, that's all I say. You know,
He was talking about dirty buttholes and.
doesn't make him a
and
douche.
wiener
yeah, it
water.
doesn't really make him a douche. It's just like how you come off is what makes me think you're a douche, and just the way Gene Simmons really comes off on himself and shit.
There you go.
Just makes him a fucking
That's
douche.
a valid fucking reason.
See,
Yeah,
I
that's-
finally figured out how to say it. That's why.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
know how to say it till
he
now.
Can be. I could totally see Gene Simmons being fucking pompous as hell, and that makes him a douche. Fair enough. See, that's-
Exactly.
I could see that. I'm not gonna argue that Gene Simmons wouldn't come off pompous because he probably fucking is.
Okay, so
But Fred Durst? You probably have a couple beers with Fred Durst before you fight him.
yeah, douche. Yeah.
You're like, I'm gonna break you, Fred Durst. How about that? Fred Durst is probably chill as hell though.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm having a hard time trying to think of a rating for this movie.
I know it's not bad. You know.
Are those your?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not bad.
So I know it's not bad. So it's above a 5.
But I'm gonna say
because 5
it's
is
kind
just,
of not as great as I remember it. Also,
because 5 is just barely watchable. Barely watchable. Like you should watch this movie if you have nothing else left. 5. You know. Anything below a 4 to me is like don't watch.
yeah, I agree.
And this movie came across as watchable to me, and I somewhat enjoyed it. That's why I gave it a 6.5.
No, and I thought, oh, Bob, I kind of wish you went before me. God damn it.
I could take it back.
What's a?
I could start ripping out my final thoughts.
Do that while I still think of my rating.
Alright.
Wait. Finish it. On the spot.
Just give him a second.
On the spot.
It's his wrap up.
What does this movie really deserve? Because I'm gonna be honest, after tomorrow, I'm probably not gonna remember much of this movie.
That's how I knew I watched it like multiple times, and yet I remembered over something about it. And I rewatched it again, and I enjoyed watching it again.
I
so
think
weird.
It's got good rewatchability.
You know what?
stays-
Hold on. No, I know what this is getting. It gets a fucking automatic point for having the Godzilla track in here, so it's going 7 out of 10. Here we go.
Wow.
7 out of 10. I was gonna give it 6.5 too, but I'll just give it a 7.
Yeah, this movie. I can't hate it.
Exactly.
Because
Like,
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either.
And I liked watching it.
But
And
it's,
I've watched this movie multiple times, and I watched it again, and I still enjoyed it after a decade.
I mean, I enjoyed it too, but I think I enjoyed it more when I was getting into rock and roll and just wanting to
we
play
had
music.
teenage angst.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I get where the movie's coming from now.
I do too.
All right, Bobby.
Alright, so obviously I don't hate this movie because I picked it.
I've hated movies that I picked. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
I mean, watch out. My next pick might be a hated movie I picked.
Well, it'll be a fucking year from now, the way we're going.
I know, right?
Well, it might be 3 months, the way we're going. 4 months.
For me, I think this movie is definitely memorable, even though I haven't watched it in a couple of years. But just watching or remembering that scene in the pinball with the pinball machine and all that, it definitely brings back good memories of this movie.
Yeah, I really like when he said that back to the kid when he got the tickets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's probably the meme of the movie.
That's what I was gonna say when you were asking that.
Yeah.
Like, you got Spunk Kid. Like, he fucking showed him.
Yeah, that's the meme.
Are you sure it's not Shake Your Wee Wee?
That's probably the other meme.
But other than that, like, I love this movie. I'm not gonna praise this movie or give it like a super high score or anything.
But can you clarify what you love about it for us? Because like me and Tyler are kind of like lost. Like we don't hate it, but like, what do you love about this movie? The reason I asked is because like me and Tyler are
Like
lost.
the big
on it.
thing I can say why I love because I just love rock and roll. That's like my big.
I'm not even. I like the soundtrack, but that's not why I like the movie.
Alright, I love the story behind the movie. I love how one of the guys has like a bitchy mom or a uptight mom that like is totally against her son's views and how he is going through life or whatever. And then just like the bond that the four friends have together, and then the way that the movie is shaped up to the just like the overall story of the movie of them wanting to go see their favorite band. Like, they had the tickets, the uptight mom burned the tickets, they found a way to get tickets, and then they get there, and then turns out that one of their friends fucked up and didn't give the radio
actually,
station.
we didn't bring that. Show is hilarious. Dude just hangs up the phone. He's like, "What kind of fucking idiot hangs up the phone?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And it's-
like one of the dudes fucked up. They didn't get the tickets, so then like they had to basically kind of scramble to, in their own ways, to like come up with money or come up with the tickets. So it's like,
Yeah, that was a cool dynamic in the story.
Right.
And they fit so much together so quick, and they do it well.
Yeah, I agree.
Like it's a very quick movie, and they fit everything together well. Like it's a fast movie, but at the same time, it doesn't feel rushed too, which is weird.
It really doesn't.
yeah, it is definitely a fast-paced movie,
But it doesn't feel rushed. Like
but it feels like a movie that you could like watch in an hour and like fully understand everything that's going on.
Yeah.
I like how they tie in like the Kiss songs and the girls that are named after the Kiss songs. You gotta love the soundtrack.
That's a little
It's got a
tongue in
bunch of
cheek
good
for me,
songs.
but it's all right.
I like how like all the songs kind of like intermingle with each song, or like
the situation.
Even
all the songs fit the situation.
Yep.
that, and like
Except for Pina
you could
Coladas,
hear
but-
like the background music that they're playing, like even while they're having conversations, and even the ending is just like the best part of the movie, because like how I said, they get so desperate to where they just start beating their own ass.
Which is cool. I like that.
Yeah, like how desperate can you be to want to go see your favorite band that you start
I
fighting
probably
each other?
would too, honestly.
And it's
Which
like-
wouldn't have worked, dude. It wouldn't have worked.
No,
Getting the
it
shit beat
definitely
out
would
of
not
them
have
would have
worked.
worked.
No, but like the way that it worked out somehow perfectly for them is obviously how the movie worked out, I guess, or at least the ending.
Thank you for explaining why you like the movie. That's all I really want.
So yeah,
Fucking
through
Sam.
all that, I'd give it at least like an 8.5.
8.5.
Yeah.
And you explaining it, it gives justification to the score.
Well, thanks.
I'm still traumatized by Sam giving that a 10 out of 10 for just, you don't know why you like it. Sam, if you're listening, it scarred me. Scarred me, Sam.
All right. So with all of those scores,
And
our
that's going to be a decent score.
What?
That's going to be a decent score.
It's 7.3 out of 10 for
Yep.
us.
Oh, nice.
Above watchable.
Yeah, that's watchable.
So
Above
maybe-
watchable.
maybe like a-
six is watchable.
What would
you're
you say?
listening-
Would that be like a rent it?
Yeah, it'd be the.
I think if it's above an 8, it's a buy. If it's like 7, like
it's a
maybe
7, you
rent.
should go out of your way to watch it.
yeah,
Yeah, I
you should
agree.
definitely at least watch this movie once.
6 is like, it's watchable.
At least if you're like a rock and roll fan. I don't think if anyone's not into rock and roll, I don't think they might dig this
But our
movie.
lower scores, like if you land below a 4,
Don't watch
it's
that
like
shit.
watch for hilarity. If it's a 3, it's like, this is bad. We rarely give a 1.
If it's a 1.5, like
1.5 is our lowest score, and a 1.5 is this shouldn't have been made. This shouldn't be on DVD. Who wasted the time?
I feel like another thing about this movie is like, if you like never get to see Kiss live, or like get to see how it was like back then in the 70s, because that's when this movie was based off on. Like,
Yeah.
you get to kind of like see how it was.
Yeah,
like
this
back
this
then.
movie is a total. Well, obviously, it's a total homage to Kiss, but you get it gives you the reality of how big Kiss was, and like it is forgotten how big Kiss was. It probably wasn't forgotten in 1999 how big Kiss was, but to watch it now, like people don't understand how big Kiss was, like how big of the band that was. And it is completely forgotten because Kiss is not regarded as like a legendary band now.
I mean, it's kind of
They're a popular band. They're known of,
they're
but
kind
like,
of forgotten.
but you know, they're not a Black Sabbath. They're not.
Right.
They're not a Zeppelin.
No.
But they were huge.
Yeah.
It's just that they sold out so much that people were like, God damn it, get the fuck out of here. Yeah. But they were as big as Star Wars at one time.
Right.
With a ton of merchandise and all that.
I'm
Which
sure
most
they had cameos in like cartoons and shit.
like they were in Scooby Doo and shit.
Yeah,
Actually, they were in Scooby Doo.
Yeah, see, and shit like that. Like Kiss was huge.
Kiss Saves Santa, Family Guy.
But like Kiss isn't remembered as like a great band that like, you know, they're not Zeppelin. They're not Sabbath. They're not even Metallica, you know. But they were bigger than all of them at one time. Which is nuts. But they, you know, they peaked hard.
All right.
Nobody wants to be Peter Criss.
But the drummer?
Okay, we all dress up in costumes. Who do you want to be? Obviously not Gene Simmons. I'll be Gene Simmons.
Peter Criss.
Nobody wants to be Peter Criss.
The Catman.
Nobody wants to be Peter Criss.
What's wrong with Peter Criss?
Yeah, nobody wants to be Peter
No,
Criss.
I think I like the stuff.
It's a Family Guy joke.
Oh, is it? I don't remember that one then. Yeah, I don't remember that one.
Nobody wants to be the cat guy.
Is it early Family Guy or late Family Guy?
It's early Family Guy.
Really?
Early
I
kind of watch.
don't remember that one then. That sucks. 'Cause I like early Family Guy. I don't like new Family Guy at all.
No. Well, I don't even like New South Park.
Oh, I love New South Park. It's just
It
hilarious.
hits flat.
The butt baby?
You know, like, usually they jump subject to subject, and I'm fine with them ripping on Trump and all that, but, like, goddamn, you're going over old tropes and you keep digging at it. Like, they used to be unique to the fucking week, but...
Man, I just love that they brought back the real portrait and the voice. Hey, relax,
Yeah,
guy.
and that was funny for a bit, but, like, goddamn, it's the same episode. Like, jump around a little bit.
A little bit. Oh, they sort of
This is
did.
this is the worst season of South Park since ever for me.
No, their worst season was in
Well, okay, what's the worst?
2016, season 20.
What are the episodes in that?
And that one, that's when they tried to actually write a whole season a year before they tried to do anything, and it flopped so
But what
bad.
episodes are in it though?
Like the member berries and shit like that.
I like that one with Cthulhu and all that.
No, that's season 14.
But I remember the member berries in that one, right?
No, they were not in that. Member berries didn't show up till season 20.
Remember Chewbacca? I think this season is.
See,
still,
like the first episode is funny on that one.
I think that this season is the worst. I didn't. It's just so.
I will say it's a little meh.
How do you not rip on the Epstein files at all?
Well, they kind of did.
They need to do that harder.
I'm down. That's the rule, Bob.
So they
if you're
had
getting one, grab everyone one.
They had so much material to go off of, and they still stuck to that point.
Well,
Like,
it's funny when Satan was about to have the baby and the baby hung itself.
That's the best part of this season, where they just like leave you with that, like the baby hung itself. Like yes, best part. You working everybody up and you do that. That's the best part.
I do love Christy Gnome shooting all the fucking dogs too. That's just hilarious.
It's like yeah, it wasn't. It's still South Park. I just wish they would have bounced around more.
And I did really love the 6-7 jokes.
Like yeah, they didn't do the worst.
See,
but there's
it is meh, but I like it
There's a couple
more.
highlights in there, yes.
Yeah.
Most of it's just meh. You know, you get your nut.
Yep, Mr. Mackey got his nut.
Yeah. Ooh,
See, Mr. Mackey
But that's
joining
shooting the
ICE
dogs.
is hilarious.
Dude, I did drop my jaw when she was just shooting all the dogs all the time. I was like,
She shot fucking crypto.
she goes to heaven and shoots the dogs.
Dude, when they go to heaven and all the Mexicans are up there, they just start raiding heaven.
And she's like, dogs. I was like, all right, you got me, you son of a bitch.
See, no, there's some gold nuggets in that new season for sure.
There is, but their last season was still a hell of a lot better. But oh well.
It's time to play the game. And I got Rotten Tomato scores up.
Bobby, go first.
You guys ain't got to write them down. I write mine down because I'm looking up the answers. So I have my answers down. So, Bob, Out of 100%, what do you think critics rated Detroit Rock City?
I feel like this movie's really underrated, and a lot of people didn't really care for it.
Dude, the critics never know what the fuck they're talking about. So, like, the critic score is wild. At least when you're a viewer, you get a consensus of what people viewed. So you get a basis. But, like, the critic score can be so way off point.
Yeah.
But that's...
I'll say like a 65.
65, Dan.
I think the critics rated it higher than that. Would you... I can't see what you guess, Tyler, huh? But that's playing the game too much. I got it.
I almost want to change my answer.
Let me... I want to say a number, but I think the critics got it higher. But I'm going to kick myself in the ass. Let's do an 86, but I feel like saving 76. But let's do 86.
So I said 76.
No shit.
I did.
And I almost picked that number, dude. I was so hard on that 76 number, too.
And I am definitely wrong. Because critics gave this a 51%, so Bob got the point.
No shit, Bob. Those, like I told you, those critics are wild.
Dude, I thought they were gonna bump this up higher.
Them critics are wild, dude. I even gave the epilogue to why those critics are wild.
So
we almost guessed the same number, though. I was so on 76.
All right, for the audience score, let's start with you, Dan, first.
Audience score, just because it's such a weird move to rate, even from an audience level, because like, fuck it, it's a good movie.
But
so.
it's Kiss.
But it's Kiss.
Let me get a 79 on it.
79. I'll go with mine.
You gotta go with yours now.
69%.
Dude, we're just like 10 away from each other each time.
I'll do like.
Both our numbers are perfectly 10 away from each other. You son of a bitch.
I don't know if I want to go in between you guys or a little bit above.
Well, that's the game. So it's really weird because you're either gonna hit in that 10 range zone. You can hit higher or lower. Obviously, I don't think it'll be lower. I don't think it'll be higher.
What did you say, Tyler?
Me, I gave it a 69.
I gave it a 79. We're perfectly 10 away from each other again.
Yeah, I'll do like a 74.
That's hard to hit. Because I would have guessed 80 if I were you, Bob.
You should have guessed the 80 because Dan got it because it's 82%.
Yep.
Dude, I was gonna say that.
Because if you guess above, if you just guess 80, you have everything above, right?
So,
but if you guess in between us, then you're stuck with such a small range of number.
Since you guys have a point each, I'm going to go on IMDb real quick.
I'm hyped I got a point. Fuck.
And see out of 10. So it'd be like say since I did 69, it would be like 6.9 out of 10.
Are we doing points?
For IMDb, because we need a tiebreaker. You guys are tied.
7.8.
Oh, hold on. Let me pull up the fucking movie.
Doesn't matter. I said 7.8. You'll get your numbers, but
so
I'm at a disadvantage because I went first, Bob.
Dan said 7.8. Hold on. I'm fucking internet sucking right now. Inconceivable. Get the fuck out of here.
IMDb score. It's got to be like 5.5.
Okay, wait. What'd you say, Dan?
7.8. Bob said 5.5. Oh, really splitting the difference, aren't we?
Kind of. This is hard math for me. So I'm going to say it, and you guys help me figure out who the fuck won. Bob, you said 5.5?
Yeah.
Dan, you said 7.8?
Mm-hmm.
The answer is 6.8 out of 10.
Oh, Dan gets it.
Yeah, definitely.
He was 0.10.
Yeah, because you have. Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking too. So Dan won this game.
So for the second week in a row, I have been a fucking loser in these games for fucking ever. When I was at Tyler's house, like fucking bombing them.
Yeah, dude.
For the second time in a row, though, the winner of the game is Danger Dan.
The Danster.
Yeah, damn, I sucked at that one. I kind of
critics-
thought the audience was gonna make it lower than the fucking critics, but I guess I was fucking dead wrong. Fucking critics. There was only 41 critics that reviewed it though, and over like 50,000 audience ones.
Well, Bob should have guessed the
Yeah, you should
Dude, I
have.
would have got it right on. I was
because the
really
last
gonna
person
say
that goes
Dingus.
always gets the advantage because you get to pick your numbers at that point.
Fuck.
And I told you if you're gonna don't pick between the numbers because that's your least.
I know. That was.
And not, but it's not that it can't be.
But
though.
yeah, you never know though. You sometimes never know.
It's not that it can't be. It's just that's your lowest likely.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
So
be
usually
honest,
you pick outsider numbers.
I only did 69 just because I really did not know what audiences would have thought about this movie. So I was like,
It's weird that we picked 10 away from each other exact.
Like I'm
two
just gonna
times.
pick the comedy number. Fuck it, 69. I don't know what fucking how many Kiss fans are out there. I'm sure a lot, but like I
Tons.
guess a lot. 82%. Goddamn.
But you gotta think the audience score in 1999.
Well, that's present day.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that varies it because people that actually did go their way to rate it was going to rate it high, and people that didn't like the movie forgot about the movie.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's like kind of so underrated and like forgotten that like I feel like a lot of people have never even heard of it.
I don't know if it's underrated.
I think people under our generation probably would never hear of this movie or
Right.
even bother to watch it. But people our generation and older definitely like and know about this movie.
Yeah, because when I was talking to my brother today, he's like, when I said I was going to review that, he's like, go in there, shake your wee wee. So yeah, you knew the movie. Like I was like, what are you
What
talking
were you
about?
watching, Dan? What'd you start?
What the fuck is this?
This is next month's movie. Don't take
This is how it starts. All right, let's fuck. Let's go right into next week's or next month's episode. Let's get kinky with it. Just two people bang. Was that two broads or was it a dude and a chick?
That's a dude and a chick.
Oh, okay.
I watched this platform
Who's giving
and
it to
platform 2. Those are interesting. I'm never going to review
The
them.
first platform is really good.
I actually like the second one better.
I didn't finish the second one. I'm gonna be honest, but I remember it being kind of boring from the. the
I
first
just
one
I
was
just
cool.
looked at this for the name. I didn't think I was going to start playing it.
So Dan's pick for next month is "Y tu mama tambien."
That is close. Why tu mama ti bien? Sounds almost French.
No, it's Spanish.
I know, but
That's
it's not.
definitely Spanish.
But the way you say it, the tu
Y
bien.
tu.
Tu bien.
That's how they say the Y's is ye.
Oh, okay. Well, you know better than I do.
Yeah, "Y tu mama tambien."
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Told you I'm pretty good with Spanish.
Yeah. I just know how to speak black for my work. I'm like one of the only white guys.
That's how it was for me at the bakery for 10
Well, I like
years.
working with the black guys. They're chiller than the people on the first shift. Fuck them.
Right, fuck 'em, right.
They're cool. I'm cool with them.
So Dan's picking another fucked up movie, it looks like, just from the first 2 seconds that we saw.
This movie is probably announced between a lot of Spanish people. For us, it's not. So it is a kind of popular movie in like Mexico and like Southern America.
John, you better be here next week. Or
It's gonna be a doozy.
Next, whenever fucking...
This movie is all in subtitles.
Get ready to read, Bob.
I watched it on a recommendation from a YouTube short. I watched the whole thing, and I am compelled to review it. So,
All right.
Wait, that really is your movie that you're looking at?
Yeah.
yes.
Oh shit.
Dude, I tell you, Dan picks these wild ones.
It was this or
sometimes.
Pootie Tang, and I'm gonna get around to Pootie Tang,
Ooh, Pootie Tang.
and also Dirty Work, because you guys have you seen Dirty Work?
Yeah.
Is that with fucking
no. I'm thinking Men at Work. Wait,
Yeah, Men at Work is fucking
Dirty Work with Norm Macdonald?
Fucking yes.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that.
And I don't think you've ever seen it, right?
No, I haven't.
Norm Macdonald is one of my favorite comedians.
I love Norm Macdonald.
The way he delivers.
He passed
and,
away
like,
too.
And he never sold out for shit.
Actually, yeah. It was Gilbert Gottfried, and then Bob Saget, and then Norm Macdonald that passed away, all in that year.
None of those comedians sold out, you know.
No.
That's wild.
But yeah, that is my pick.
The part with Chris Farley in the bar.
The Saigon whore that bit my nose off.
No, where he's like, I'm gonna play G7.
G7!
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
And guess what they play?
Isn't it fucking...
If you like being Uncle.
Yeah! What a coinky dink.
That is one of my favorite comedy movies. It is so underrated. Not a lot of people have seen that movie, and I'm surprised when I talk to people about that movie. Like, what's Dirty Work? I'm like, what?
Dude, the past 4 years, a lot of people have brought up Dirty Work to me. I'm like, I've never seen Dirty. I've never even heard of it.
Dude, I'll take that shit over Office Space any day.
Ooh, those are some hot words.
No, they're not. Not after you watch Dirty Work, it won't be. The fuck?
Well,
I only seen that movie once.
If you don't like Dirty Work, I punch you right in the stomach.
Like in 2020, I think.
we'll
I
find
punch you
out
in the
eventually, I guess. I'll be like,
If you don't like Dirty Work, I'm gonna put fucking a dead whore in your fucking
no,
trunk.
I love Norm Macdonald. I'm probably gonna like it.
And it's got that other guy, Richie something. Is it Richie or what's the other guy's name?
I don't know. He was on fucking Jerry Springer for the longest time. No, not Jerry Springer. Talk show host.
Yeah. Howard Stern.
Howard Stern.
Oh.
I forget his name, but it's a great fucking movie. Pootie Tang, another good movie. Another great comedy movie that's underrated. That was actually directed by Louis C.K.
Pootie Tang?
We talked about this already.
Yes, we've been over this. Pootie Tang is directed by Louis C.K. He did a great job.
I remember we talked about this before.
You don't think you're like, is Louis C.K. is the director? And you're like, Louis C.K. directed Pootie Tang? Which I really want to review that movie because I just love some Pootie Tang.
I guess he could. I don't know.
He did. He didn't. Could have. He did.
I'm just no. Listen, because I really know that from fucking Scary Movie 3. When George Carlin's like, "Yeah, I returned the tape, and I thought I was returning Pootie Tang, but."
That's a great. I think Pootie Tang's underrated for a comedy movie.
I've never seen it.
Dude, it's pretty funny. Catch you on the penny side. It is just such an outlandish fucking comedy movie. But Dirty Work is also underrated. It is quintessential 90s comedy movie, too.
I'm glad I got some time to figure out what my next pick is going to be.
You got
Well, that's the
4 to 5
good thing
months.
about the once a month thing. We have time because I've already kind of. I'm still debating if I'm changing my pick.
I just picked this one because the movie left me with, like... I just kind of sat there in silence for a while.
What year is this from? Is it like newer or is it?
No, this is a coming-of-age story. We're getting them back-to-back.
What year?
2001, so we're skipping. We're ahead 2 years.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I guess if it's a Spanish film, I probably wouldn't have really known about it. So.
No, and I don't pick it lately because, like, one, we only get so many picks a month.
You too, Mama Tambien. Too bad I just canceled my Netflix, so I can't watch it on my own. So I'm not paying fucking $20 a month for Netflix anymore. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
I think this movie is worth the review. And Bobby, you haven't seen a movie I've fucking picked, so like,
Get
I'd be
ready for a ride.
I'd be picking fucking wild movies apparently.
Yeah, Divide was kind of fucky.
I'm gonna
Bellflower was really good.
No, all the movies I picked.
And actually,
apart,
Bad Boy Bubby was probably my
all the movies I
favorite
picked,
that you picked.
apart from The Divide have been bangers. Bangers you've never seen before, and never heard of
Well,
before.
Little Shop of Horrors,
I did pick that, huh?
I would actually bump my score up a little because that movie actually has stuck with me ever
That's
since
actually
I
my
watched
most
it.
basic pick.
It kind of is, but
Oh, it definitely is.
what did I give that a 6?
You rated it pretty low. I didn't rate it much higher.
Because I think you gave it a 5, Scott gave it a 4. I think
I think you fucking might have threw a 4 at that.
I think I gave it a 6.
But these guys don't get adventurous with their picks.
Yeah, I gave it a 6. You gave it a 5. Gats gave it a 4.
If you ever get the
if
time,
I was to bump it up, it'd probably be a 0.5.
if you ever get the time, Bobby, go ahead and watch Bellflower. It starts off slow, but I think it gets good.
Well, the guy is from Wisconsin too, right? If I remember correctly.
I think. But if you watch any of the two, go ahead and watch Bad Boy Bubby.
You did.
Did you? Yeah. That's a shit I'd be picking.
What would you rate that shit, dude?
Probably.
It's such a fucked movie to watch, though.
I don't know, like a 7.
It's beautifully fucked. That's the way to describe it.
Did you listen to our review on it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's beautifully fucked.
We made some good points in that fucking movie.
Yeah, that was the most in control podcast we've ever had.
Dude, it really was.
I would say 8 if you didn't kill a cat.
Dude, thank you. Thank you. Me too. I think I gave it
I can't believe Tyler still gave it a 7 after they killed the cat. That's how good that movie is.
And it's just like...
I thought I still gave it an 8, but apparently I think I gave it a 7.5.
There's no way you give that a 9. Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, I gave it a 7.5.
You know, I got those. A chick in front of me just got Marlboro Smooth Hundreds. Yeah, back in high school when I was at the bowl. Yeah. We can wrap up the episode now.
Yep, I was about to say we're gonna wrap this shit up, folks. So next podcast, stick around. We're gonna be talking about Ye Tu Mama Tambien dance pick. To exit out the show, I'm going to play a song from my buddies down in Chicago. They're called Pure Intention. Fucking check them out. They're badass.
That's a cool name.
But they did a Kiss cover. I thought it was fitting to play their Kiss cover for the end of this episode. And, of course, they are covering Deuce.
What are you playing in Chicago?
Actually, what's that? July 18th?
Oh, damn. My birthday weekend?
Yeah, I think I'm playing Chicago July 18th with Warplot. I play Milwaukee June
Dude, I would come down there, but, like, I'm going to party hard in Chicago, so I probably won't make it back with you. You know?
I know, right? Fucking, I'm probably going to have to drive, so I can't even drink, probably.
Yeah, exactly. What's fun in that?
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to that.
Warplot. Still kicking ass. Still rocking.
Apparently.
Fuck you.
Omerta kicks better ass, but...
You know, James came behind me whenever we were about to start Omerta. I think he was so happy. I was like, when does Warpot play? He's like, hell yeah.
No, Warplot's got to take a break from the port. People have even told me, like, you guys play the port too much. You need to stop. I was like, damn, okay.
Well, somebody get fucking passionate and do something.
I get it. It's the only spots to play. There's not many places around town that set up punk rock shows. And people need to realize that. Like James bitch is like, yeah, we only play the fucking port. I'm like, the port's the only place that's going to accept us. Like
the vault was cool.
Yeah, it was all right. It was cool. Like, actually going down in the vault was really cool. That's what I liked about it.
And you guys might need to just travel locally more, like outside of Kenosha. That'll probably help. I mean, because one, you haven't made songs. Two, this is not podcast material.
Yeah, true. But anyway, check out Pure Intention. They just released a new album. We played with them back in February. They played their whole entire album front to back. It kicks ass. This is not on the album, though, because it's a cover song, of course, so it shouldn't be on their album. I'd be pissed if it was on their album. But check out Pure Intention. They're from Chicago, Illinois. They're some of my best buds. They recorded one of our Warplot EPs on the cassette tape. They own Snotbox Records. There's other bands on there, too, as well you can check out. But other than that, here's Pure Intention doing Deuce, and we will deuce you all later.
We will be back next month.
Get up and get your grandma out of here. Pick up what Jim is working on this year. And baby, do the things he says to do. Baby, if you're feeling good. And baby, if you're feeling nice. You know your man is working hard. He's worth the dues. Honey, push your man behind his heels. Baby, stop crying all your tears. Baby, do the things he says to do. Do it. Baby, if you're feeling good. And baby, if you're feeling nice. You know your man is working hard. He's worth the dues. Baby, if you're feeling good.